Hello, everyone, and welcome to another E4i tournament. Today, we are bringing you guys a wonderful game called Fantasy Strike. It's an excellent fighting game. Oh, by the way, this is brought to you in part by the OP Noobs. I gotta say it because it's probably my favorite thing to say. Besides introducing my good friend Leo here. How's it going today, Leo?
How's it going, Attila? Yeah, I'm Leontes, as you might know from the community. I am a marketing dude for Sterling Games and a friend to you all, hopefully. So here I am to commentate on Fantasy Strike and give a little bit of the technical side of what's going on. And if you guys have any questions, anything I can answer to the best of my ability in terms of stuff you guys are going to ask questions about console release dates and, you know, when's this and when's that, I can maybe answer some stuff. So I'm here to help.
As many questions as you guys need, as long as it, you know, he's not
doesn't break NDA, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't break any NDA or, you know, any like secret pacts or oaths that he might have taken on the sidelines here. But yes, we are going to be bringing you guys some really excellent gameplay today. We have a fantastic tournament for you guys today. Some of the rules, if Leo wants to go over some of the rules and how it's going to be working today,
sure,
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing team battle just like last time. So in case you're not familiar, this is a fighting game. So all those people who are in the chat right now who've never seen Fantasy Strike, it's a fighting game. It's being developed by David Serlin. He was the lead designer on Street Fighter 2 HD Remix. He used to run Evo. He's like an old school fighting game guy. So we know what we're doing, we hope. And we, basically, if you know fighting games, you kind of know what's going on. I'll be on the commentary side of things. I'll be kind of explaining sort of the matchups and mix-ups and whatnot. But as far as the rule set goes, we're going to be doing team battle, and team battle is unique to our game. It's sort of like a mode where you pick your 3 best characters, and unlike King of Fighters or Capcom vs SNK2, you don't like fight till you have one character left. What you do is every time you do a match, the winner of that match, the winning character, gets retired, and you have to win with all 3 of your characters. So this is going to be a best of 1 tournament, but each match is going to kind of feel like a best of 5. Each individual game consists of a best of 5 in terms of rounds. So it's an interesting format. But standard would be, we just have 1 versus 1, but this is a way to get sort of more matchups being played, sort of test your skill. How many characters do you actually know? And that's kind of all I got to say about that.
Awesome. And something that I like to talk about, especially when it comes to these E4i tournaments, is the prizes that we're going to be giving away today. So first place is going to be going home with Conan Exiles, Dead Rising 4, The Surge, Kerbal Space Program, and We Are the Dwarves. So I believe that is 5 really excellent games for first place. Second place is going home with Sunstrike 4, as well as Day of Infamy, the Deluxe Edition. So only 2, it's not, nobody wants to be second place. Everybody wants to be first place because, it's glory and juicy prizes.
Oh, yeah.
And third place is only going home with 1 game called Styx, Shards of Darkness. I mean, regardless if you make first, if you make last place, you guys are here to have a lot of fun. You guys are here to compete. It's going to be very sportsmanlike, and we're going to have a lot of fun today.
Yep, we got players from the NA region, got players from EU. Last time we did a split thing where we had a lot of, we had an EU bracket and an NA bracket, but this time we're just going to throw it all in. And also, speaking of throwing them all in, I want to announce that we're having another tournament. I'm just going to announce it now. If you go to the same place that we registered, you guys can get that registration link in the Twitch chat as soon as you can. We're going to have a tournament on October 6th. Same format, free entry, open to everybody. So if you missed out on this one, you can get in the next one. Absolutely. And
I think you were saying earlier that it was there was no restrictions on it, so you could be playing from NA, you could be playing from EU.
Yeah, as long as you make the time.
You're bragging about how your net code is very excellent.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully we won't see any big lag issues during that tournament. I doubt we will. Plus, it's a pretty smooth sailing fighting game. So I can't see there being too many issues with that as well. Very excited for that tournament as well, coming up next month in October. If our wonderful support staff could just link that, sign up in the Twitch chat, that'd be amazing, you guys. So looking forward to our first match here, I believe we're going to be having Neb play in our first match, if I'm mistaken. And what can you tell us a little bit about Neb here, Leo?
Yeah, so Neb's a really strong player. He's from the EU. He actually won the EU tournament last time, and there was an exhibition afterwards between him and Seaweezy, who won the North American tournament. And so he ended up winning that one. So he's a very strong player. He's definitely one of the strongest in the tournament, so we'll get to see how he plays first. I forget what team he runs. Again, in like team battle, it's not about trying to out-meta your opponent. Like, you're not trying to pick characters that play well against their characters to get sort of a matchup advantage. Just because one thing I didn't say is that the matches are randomized inside the team battle. You don't choose which characters you're going to be using. So you end up with one of their 3 versus one of your 3. You'll see the roulette wheel spinning out after each time. And when a character wins, they're retired out. So there's no advantage to try to, I know they play a strong rook, so I'm going to bring, a Jaina, and you can't really guarantee you'll even get that matchup. So I forget who he plays. As far as I think he plays Geiger. Man, it's been a while. And with when you have team battle, people play a lot of characters, so it's harder to sort of nail down when people are like, oh, this guy's a really strong rook, this guy's a really strong grave. It's hard to tell, really.
You got to diversify, and it can be a lot more fun. And maybe you're probably not going to see the same team come every time because like you're saying to me yesterday, you might be really good with one player, and then you might switch it up completely, and it doesn't matter if you're you don't look for those counter picks, you look for who you're best with as well. So
that's something guarantee the counter pick.
Well. Exactly, because of that roulette, I guess, game type. Another thing to take note for everybody in Twitch chat today as well, we are going to be doing some in-chat giveaways as well as an on-stream giveaway. So we have 3 major giveaways today for you guys, with 3 really awesome prizes. Those are likely going to be happening at the top of the hour. Just as a general idea for you guys at home, in your car, at work, wherever you guys are today, when we're going to be doing these giveaways, we got games like Conan Exiles and stuff to give away to you guys on stream today. It's going to be a trivia-based answer, so it'll be first come, first answer basis on who wins that giveaway as well. So it's a lot of things to get excited for, a lot of reasons to stay in the Twitch chat today. It's going to be a really awesome day of Fantasy Strike. Battling essentially, or striking, Fantasy Strike striking.
Yeah, we strike each other here.
Yeah, there you go.
You strike each other, you throw them in a fantastical setting. You got fish guys, we got dragons, we got painters that are somehow as powerful as stone golems. You know, it's an interesting cast of characters. I've been a fan of I've been a fan of this like series, so to speak, for a long time. Like people who know me in the community know me from the other games that Sterling Games has put out. Like there's before David Sterling, he worked on Street Fighter 2 HD Remix, and after that he started his own board game company, because just honestly it's easier to make board games than it is to make a fighting game, as we're of course figuring out now 3 years into development on Fantasy Strike. But these characters are they're from those games, and their play styles and their strategies and their identities sort of come from those games as well. So like I love the cast. I fell in love with them a long time ago, like 6-7 years ago. So I'm super excited to have them in a fighting game. I've made perler bead characters of my favorites. Here's my Valerie. I've given them out to players at events. I made this really big, sweet de Grey with like a giant ghost coming off of it. So yeah, I'm just a fan. Like first and foremost, beyond being a person whose job is to promote the game, I love Fantasy Strike. I love the universe. I love all the games we do. So I'm excited to do my best to bring this game to you guys and just have an enjoyable stream today.
So just while we wait for that first game to kind of begin here, tell us a little bit about your favorite player here, your favorite characters in the game.
Favorite characters, probably Valerie, Midori, and de Grey. Valerie is kind of like a Rekka based character. If you play other fighting games, she's kind of like a Fei Long or a Karen, where she has this really good pressure based offense. She wants to lock you down and chip you to death. Very good footsie game, like really strong pokes. She's got an invincible super. She's got a great invincible startup super on the ground. And she's got good tools. She's just a fun, easy to learn version of a Rekka character. Traditionally, the Rekka characters are very difficult in other fighting games. Like you play Fei Long, you got to commit your whole life to mastering like the quarter circle forward punch, quarter circle forward punch, quarter circle forward punch, with different like punch strengths to get the perfect spacing. And then you mix it up with frame traps and stuff. It's really hard. And I've always liked characters like that, but I've never really been able to execute it. So playing Fantasy Strike, I've always been like a charge character kind of person. I play a lot of Guile, Honda, Saber Wolf, like in KI, but TJ combo. But I feel like this game does a really great job. Aside from the accessibility of making the execution a lot simpler, it kind of unlocks playstyles for people that were previously unavailable to them. Like for me, I had always wanted to play Rekka characters, and I never really could unless I wanted to dedicate all that time. But now I just kind of can, and I can get into Valerie really quickly. I see this most with the grappler archetype. That a lot of people love characters like Zangief and Potemkin and Iron Tiger, but they're like, I can't do 720s to save my life. So I wish that I could play them, but I don't. I play something simpler. So when they come to our game, they see Rook and they immediately say, I can hit one button, like to do a super. It's got limitations. Like his command grab is really slow and has armor, but it's not an instant like spinning pile driver like Zangief. But it still lets them sort of do that, unstoppable juggernaut archetype that they've been dying to play in a fighting game and never really could. So I really appreciate that about Fantasy Strike and people saying like, I really never could access that playstyle. So talking about accessibility, like that to me is probably one of the biggest aspects of it. And then playing a character like de Grey, he's a bit like Slayer from Guilty Gear. He's like all about counter hits and just getting really satisfying hit confirms and like longer extended combos off that. That's just fun and satisfying to do. And so I enjoy playing him for those reasons.
That's something I can actually say a lot about Fantasy Strike. In my experience with the game, is it's incredibly simple. You know, I come from a background of more of a Mortal Kombat side of things. So there are those button combinations that aren't as typically complicated as like a Street Fighter or a
Marvel or anything that's
Marvel versus Capcom, those sort of games where it's like you get those, you know, you can get like a 30 hit combo in the air and it's just like an insane amount of damage. And that stuff was always so complicated for me. You know, I'd try to play online and I'd always get absolutely stomped. But a game like Fantasy Strike, where, you know, you have like 3 or 4 buttons that essentially do everything that you want to do. And as long as you know what you're trying to do and you can be able to pull that off, you know, when you need to, is definitely something that I look forward to in a fighting game as well, compared to, you know, having to hit like those 720s like you were saying, and all those crazy button combinations that are so complicated can be like just broken down and made into something so much more like simple and manageable. So that's one of the reasons I fell in love with Fantasy Strike very early, as well as the art style. You know, the art style is just, it's so attractive. It has all the beautiful colors. It's so amazing.
Yeah, we're a pretty colorful fighting game. Yeah, like touching on like 30 hit combos and stuff. It's more so in our game, it's about like, you have to decide to do something versus like, can you do it, right? It's, if you do an uppercut right next to me and I know that I can punish you with any combo I want, typically in a fighting game, you have to lab out like every single possible punish you can do for every single situation. Oh, if I'm +3, what's my punish? If I'm +4, if I have a better punish, I should learn how to do that. If I'm +7, there's another thing. So in our game, typically the bread and butter combos are all very simple. It's usually like a normal attack to a special. It takes a third of your life, because I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. If you're new to the game, one thing that will look crazy to you is a health bar. Like there's usually like characters have like 6 chunks of hit points. And each one is essentially a hit. And that means that everything in the game does lots of damage. The combos kind of are short and sweet. They're like 3 hits, 4 hits in some situations. But every hit matters. Pokes matter, projectiles matter, throws matter. So all the damage is extremely high. But it just makes it simpler for you to not have to worry about executing a 30-hit combo. Because at the end of the day, like in Marvel, I'm doing that stuff in my sleep anyway. It's like I've practiced it to the point where I don't think about it. It's just, oh, they did the thing, so for the next 10 seconds, I'm going to be doing this. And it's very solitaire, and it's not really a decision thing at that point. Unless I'm going for a reset or something tricky, I'm not going to try to say that Marvel games lack depth, because I love them, and they don't. Like, DBZ is a fantastic game. But we're trying to get you out of training mode. We're trying to get you into the game. We're trying to get you learning how to play it, which is totally, like, unprecedented. Like, every other fighting game you've ever played, if you're like, all right, first things first, I'm going to go to training mode, and I'm going to learn how to do basic competency stuff. But we kind of run you past that as soon as possible and get you right to the decision-making aspect of the game. And that's what I like about it, that I can take this game to a convention and say, hey, Street Fighter player, hey, Mortal Kombat player, you guys should play each other. And then you're kind of doing a mind versus mind situation there, where they have their own tendencies and they have their own ability to react to things, and they're able to just quickly pick it up. At EVO 2 years ago, we had a tournament, and the grand finals was Snake Eyes, who's like a renowned Zangief player in Street Fighter, playing Rook, of course, and Lord Knight from the anime community playing Valerie. So that was a fantastic like meeting of the Titans, essentially, Clash of the Titans. Speaking of, we're getting into a game right now, so you can see on screen we got team battle going. This is where both players are selecting 3 characters. I forgot which person was on both sides. We'll see in just a second, but it looks like maybe Neb's on the left? Oh, yeah, okay. We're going to hop into the game right now. Sorry about that.
Perfect. So it does look like we have Neb playing DeGray and Sun playing Geiger here. So I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this matchup. What do you think of the matchup here, Leo?
It's interesting. What do you think? I got to get back in there. It's interesting because Geiger's whole game plan is to keep you out with his projectiles. DeGray's ghost can penetrate those and like go through them and grab him. So DeGray doesn't have a real projectile in that sense, where he can't actually get in easily. But and against Geiger's like reversal is very, very strong against most of DeGray's approaches. But DeGray just has to kind of thread the needle and get in. See a big pile bunker punish there. You can throw Ghost to kind of get through the gear. Just well-timed jump in and baits the flash gear, finishes him off.
Very quickly.
Yeah, DeGray's whole thing is like kind of a wait and punish or just get you in disadvantageous situations and punish it. So we'll see if Geiger can react to all that. Both characters sitting on full super meter. Just baiting out those flash gears. And if Sun can't apply the pressure, then it's
DeGray with this Ghost here. You played against me with DeGray, and I had a very hard time with the grab here, the assist that comes in from the Ghost, and actually seeing a first special of the day.
Air Super, Clockwork Revolution, but goes right underneath it. Pile Bunker takes it. So that's game 1. Goes to Neb. So his DeGray now is done. He's won. So he gets a crown. And so we'll see it cycle through, and the rest of the characters are going to get a chance to fight. So yeah, apologies for the desyncs, guys. It's going to happen from time to time. But luckily, our software is pretty cool. We can get right back into the match right after. So we just kind of missed a little bit of game 1. So we got Valerie versus DeGray. Son of a Pitch playing the DeGray side this time. So DeGray can kind of have a hard time with Valerie's rushdown a lot of the time. I was explaining to you guys a bit ago about how she's sort of a Rekka pressure character. And she's doing a lot of cross-up moves and a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Lots of pressure. It's super hard to get away from her. She's always moving, always attacking. Very aggressive player.
Yeah, and without a legit reversal, because DeGray doesn't have that, all he really has is his counter super, which is his ground super where he turns green. And if Valerie strikes into that, then she's going to take 2 damage to get knocked down. It's Chromatic Orb. That's her ground super. It's got Invincible startup. Oh, catches the throw.
Something to make note about Valerie is for
another Yomi counter. Wow.
So for new players in the stream as well, Valerie only has 5 hit points, while DeGray is sitting on 6 as well.
That's right. I'll just get right through the Ghost there with that Rainbow Stroke. It's a projectile invincible early on in the move. Oh, he could have just
doing a pretty good job of keeping his distance now, but both players being so low, and actually Neb taking another win from Valerie against this DeGray here.
Yeah, Sun tried to go for the parry, but he just waited and then poked it out after in the recovery frames.
Very good damage right off the hop here from Sun here. We're going to be seeing... Ooh, Valerie doing tons of damage to DeGray now.
Shit pressure, goes for the throw after. So the one way that... it's forward
just
attack.
A little bit of a cheese right under. Oof.
Yeah, so if you don't know how the... the block damage works in our game, the way that it works is, obviously, if you blocked one special move and you lost a point of hit points, that would be awful. So the way that it actually works is you have to block 3 specials in a short period of time, and then you will actually lose the hit point. So going into game 3, and Neb's up 2-0 right now. We got the grappler battle, Midori versus Rook. This one's interesting. In human form, Midori has kind of a hard time. He doesn't have a lot of good punishes for Rook's command grab if he's up close. He can't really do a neutral jump into a long combo. He just gets kind of that weird neutral jump kick there. But he's trying to space him out and keep him in the corner, waiting to build up Dragon Form. Goes into Dragon Form to catch the jump.
Very quickly. Yeah. Very quickly. As soon as he went into the air, switching right into Dragon Form, being able to attack him with the anti-air very fast.
Yeah, because it kind of it's like a time stop. You get to see what's going on and you can react accordingly. I like Midori in this matchup, especially in Dragon Form. Just get to abuse him. That's going to combo into the corner for 4.
Oh my goodness. Tons, just keeping him in the air, juggling him. And this is something to make note as well. Both these grapplers do have a ton of hit points here. Both sitting on 7 as well.
Rook's on 8.
Armored abilities. Oh, Rook's on 8, excuse me. But Midori's sitting on 7 here, losing his Dragon Form. Very advantageous. That Dragon Form going into the next round as well.
Yeah. And it's tied to his super meter. If he gets parries off, like his C attack, his C move is like a counter, he can actually build meter. Oh, gets the juggle off the forward A. Yeah.
Doing tons of damage. Keeping Rook right up against the wall like that, and just being able to keep aggressing on him, not getting any grapples in. Or Rook, sorry, not getting any of his grabs in, any grapples in. Pretty disadvantaged. And I believe the first game is going to go to Neb here.
Yeah, and that was a straight 9-0 right there.
Ooh. Honestly, very. Like you were saying earlier, that Neb is quite the powerhouse in Fantasy Strike. Yeah, you were saying he won the EU tournament and won against Siweezy, I believe, as well. Is what you said. Being essentially the top tier player.
He's like either 1 or 2 seed. Yeah, easily.
Yeah, easily. Unfortunately, son, you're going to be moving down to our losers bracket. Still a chance to keep going into this tournament. You're still going to be able to play some games. You're going to be able to move on. Don't quit just yet. You're playing against one of the best players easily in today's tournament in your first round, which is it's tough.
Pretty tough. Someone's got to though.
Yeah, exactly. Climb your way back up there, get into that losers bracket, win the losers bracket, and get that grudge match going in the finals against Neb again. Now we're just waiting on our next game here. Very, very excellent game as well. Neb taking that game 9-0, not losing a single character in the fights as well. Definitely striking with a lot of force.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just goes to show, like, a lot of people can be worried about Fantasy Strike's lack of depth. It's like, oh, there's simple moves and buttons. Every button is a special, and like supers are one button. It doesn't really matter. Like, fighting games are hard, and there's a lot to learn. And the people who do know stuff are the ones who are going to be successful. Like it's just like any other fighting game. And you can see it when you see an experienced player like Neb playing someone. Like just 9-0s them with 3 different characters. It's interesting. We see it a lot at these events. We see it a lot in the tournaments that it's really doesn't really lack any of the depth that you'd expect it would.
Honestly, at that point, like it's seeing somebody get 9-0'd, first game of the day too, right? First round of today's tournament, getting that 9-0 is not something.
It's a statement.
He is making a statement. He's saying, listen, guys, I just played my first game off the hop today. I'm not even warmed up yet. And look at 9-0ing this game already because I'm making it to the finals. I want to win. Neb is screaming right now. He's not screaming. He's, I got this. No biggie. But there was some close matches too. Matches. It wasn't almost 9-0.
Individually in the rounds, you can see a lot of variation going on. You can see a lot of, people get close, but
that's the thing too. Like, it's especially with a hit point difference. If you take like a 3-hit combo and you're playing someone like Valerie, you're already down to 2. If you take another combo like that, it's over. Like small mistakes cost you so much, especially when you're running like a rush down archetype who is typically lower on the health side of things compared to let's say a grappler. So it is also, it's important to make note of that, especially in those matchups where a rush down against a grappler. Grapplers want to be close, so do rush downs. It's not really much of a zoner type, so it depends on how you play those matchups as well as being, hey, I'm really awesome with Valerie. I don't care who you're playing against, who I'm playing.
Yeah, so Val does struggle a bit against Rook, but she has lots of stuff. She has like some throw invincible moves. She has just a decent chip pressure, and she has some moves that help her retreat. And her footsie game is good. So like, we're trying to, from a design standpoint, we're trying to make sure that characters don't just lose to stuff. Like, we don't want Rook to just lose to the zoners. We don't want, that, because that's just been a thing forever. That's to retain the legacy of zoners bodying grapplers. That's not the intent. So like, characters always have moves that can deal with specific matchups. And because we have so few moves, it makes it easier to kind of turn knobs and figure out where the actual issue is and how we can affect one matchup without really making it too difficult for that character in another matchup, or make them beat other characters harder than they already do or something.
Yeah,
looks like we're going to get into another match very soon with C-Weezy versus Tadazi. So we get to see the other side, the NA champion, C-Weezy.
I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this because we just saw the EU champion. Now we're going to be moving on to the NA champion. I'm from NA, so I got my hopes are extremely high right now for C-Weezy. Also a really nice name, kind of reminds me of the Pokemon. The Pokemon.
Yeah, C-Weezing.
C-Weezing there over here. Maybe if he gets out in this tournament, he's going to be definitely C-Weezing.
I think he plays Geiger, Grave, Jaina in team battle. And one thing to note about C-Weezy, he's a very predictive player. He's a very strong Guilty Gear player. He plays Soul. And in this game, he's just on point with reversals. Like, reversals are typically the unsafe move that you have to hit them or else you're in trouble, right? And in our game, all of our reversals have some sort of innate drawback. Like, Geiger's requires you to have charge. He has that gear meter that you have to be standing still or holding back to be able to use it, kind of like Guile using a flash kick or something. You have to be standing still and charging up. Jaina actually hurts herself when she uses it, but she knocks you full screen. So if she's correct, that's what she wants. She wants to put you full screen and give you sort of a bullet hell situation to get back in. Sort of like a Morgan or like an Osagat for all those ST players out there. And Graves is sort of horizontal and invincible. It's not necessarily a good anti-air, but he has a super that will function as his anti-air as well. So they're all unsafe, and you have to know they're going to do something in order to hit them with it. And dude is just on point with that. He's extremely strong at predicting when someone's going to push a button and just punishing them with an uppercut. So,
and she's my personal favorite character in the game. I love Jaina.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of archery. Archery is going to be my top dollar in games, whether it's playing an MMORPG or even like a shooter like Destiny or something. If I can get myself
Hanzo main, right?
Yeah, Hanzo main, exactly.
Yeah.
But it actually does look like we are going to be jumping into the lobby right now. So these guys are going to be in their character select. So let's just get right into that game right now.
All right.
Perfect. So we do have, I also forget which side it is, but we're going to see it as soon as these guys select their characters as well here. Kind of looking like a little bit slow. I don't know if what we're going to see here is like a counter pick. There we go. Finally is it going to be some rook on rook action,
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not really possible to counterpick in this format. It's really interesting because you can't guarantee that you'll get any particular matchup, and even if you do, like the best case scenario is that you just win once, and then they still have that character. It's not that you get to like remove them from that character so they can't use it. So some people have asked, like, well, in team battle, couldn't you just lose intentionally to their best character or something and get them out? It's like, sure, and then you're down a game. So there isn't actually a way to cheese it, so to speak. And people try, they think about it like, oh, there's got to be some method. Yeah, so Wheezy's on the right for sure, playing the Grave, Geiger, Jaina. Tadazi, we got Rook, Setsuki, and Geiger.
These are going to be some good matchups. This is going to be the first Setsuki we see today as well as the same Jaina and Grave too. So I'm looking forward to this matchup. We're going to see a couple different play styles here right away.
Yep, let's see if Rook can get in. He's got this great move. It's called Earthquake. He jumps in the sky. If Wheezy's on the ground, then he will... trades with the Flash Gear. He did it a little bit too early. So that move where Rook drops down, that actually will knock Geiger down full screen if he's there on the floor. And he can use his landslide move to armor through the projectile. So Rook sitting on 2 flashing chip. It's going to try and clap away those projectiles. Yeah, it takes the chip damage right there. 1, 2, and another one.
Not being able to pop that health bar just yet, and not getting it out just in time. So Geiger is actually right now in the lead. Being only one
counter hit forward. This guy. It's really tough for Rook to come back once he's only at 1 HP. A lot of his moves are armored, so he has to really kind of trade damage, like trade health, in order to get his damage in. But that wasn't looking too bad for Tadazi though. He walked Geiger to the corner, and was still at similar health totals. So yeah, Weezy's going to just keep on trying to hit that Cycloid. Oh, no.
Gets it right in there. Blocking it. Yeah, just chunking that health just little by little, It's kind of like seeing a Ryu just sitting back and hitting him with some fireballs, some Hadoukens here. Yep. Just the kind of playstyle that we're seeing right now from the Geiger. But that is his playstyle. You got to be ranged. That's the trick.
Yeah, so Wheezy's just kind of zoning him out with slow time spirals and trying to use that jump A to control the horizontal space in the sky. Juggles into the...
Great kicks, man. Great kicks. Lots of anti-air. Now, man, these aerial specials from Geiger must be so annoying, man. I can't imagine how Tadazi's feeling, not being able to get, close to this gap at all.
Yeah, like Rook's got some tools. He's going to keep trading with that if he tries to jump over those gears at that range. It's a lot about predicting the... Landslide's only got 1 point of armor, so eats the time spiral and gets hit with the forward A.
Geiger taking the first win. So see Wheezy using Geiger against Rook, winning their first matchup here. 3-0, I believe that was.
Yep. So as I was saying, Rook is not like out. He'll come back if Tadazi can win one of these rounds with Setsuki or Geiger. So it's not like Rook is gone, He has to win a match still. So now we get to see Setsuki. So Wheezy's Grave is extremely good. He's just really, really patient. He's got really good reactions, and just kind of knows how to keep people at bay with his fireball pressure. And Setsuki's whole deal is to be a rushdown character that focuses on attack and throw mix-ups. So she's going to be doing a lot of teleporting through projectiles and going for command grabs. There's a, command jump into command grab there. Trying to bait the reversal, but Wheezy's really patient.
Just need to get that one hit in. Hit him with that classic anti-air, you know, that like upper chop.
Very neutral A, knife chop.
Yeah. Setsuki is, I feel like she's, you know, what would you class her as in terms of a difficulty of a character here?
I'd say she's one of the hardest characters to play, if only keeping that pressure up in the corner.
Yeah, get him
just because she's got the most like buttons per minute, you'd say. And it can be hard to figure out how to sort of piece all her options together.
There you go. That's going to be the first win for Tadaji here in this matchup. Interesting. This is a very interesting matchup for me to watch here because I've never seen a good Setsuki play yet. And
yeah, that's like kind of my point, you know?
Yeah, the rushing and keeping them into a corner is obviously very
good. Catches the Yomi counter and puts him in. And hers like makes you switch sides too, so goes for the cross up on the jump cape.
Setsuki keeping him like that's the trick as a rushdown archetype. Hey, getting him right up against that corner and just non-stop aggression.
Yeah, Dragonheart hits deep, does too. It's gonna be 2/5 of the life bar. Okay, gets another Yomi counter off of the jump B. The safe jump B. Another cross up. 4 damage combo.
Just one more little kiss here for Tadaji, winning the matchup against the Grave, and that is going to go to Tadaji as well. And you were saying that Wheezy's Grave is good too, so I guess that proves that Tadaji's Setsuki is also very strong.
Yeah. All right, so we got the last 2 characters, Geiger versus Jaina. So an important thing in this matchup, we saw a lot of Geiger's other super, Cycloid Revolution, which is the air one, where he does the giant gear. And this one, we might see a little bit more of his ground super, which is called Time Stop, where he will stop time and he'll sort of walk across the screen. You can't control him during this, but the point of it is it's kind of like a long-range teleport that you want to catch them in the middle of the startup of something. Sometimes a fireball or her Rain of Fire super, but it's like a kind of a stalemate breaker in this matchup. So
I like this because you have there's the Dragonheart. You know, dropping the 1 health though, it's a big risk to be able to use the Dragonheart like that, you know. And then
but now you can actually spam it. You can't kill yourself with Dragonheart.
That's and that's one of my it's one of my favorite abilities. Missing the grab there and going to get back.
Little bit too ambitious.
Very ambitious.
Just goes through it.
Right to it. Now
Spin for make a mistake there.
Well.
Yeah, if Wheezy had thrown a fireball right away, then he could have just time stop right through it. No, this is a Yomi counter.
Oof. Very good, man. Those Yomi counters, excellent. Now he's sitting on a super. A lot of Jaina getting their super as well now.
A lot of that corner throw pressure there.
One more. That's all he needs. Oh!
The Yomi counter to take the round.
Oh, it's so rude. Just a backhand arrow right to the gut, man.
Hands off, Buster.
No, thank you, Geiger. Get out of here. Jaina being 1-1 for Tadaji and Wheezy. Even
that was so close. You guys don't even know. Yeah, that counter hit air combo there. With the Geiger landing that forward A to beat the dive kick, that's like the difference between him taking 3 damage and just not getting comboed at all. He's waiting for an opening with time stop. Oh, he just didn't block it. Yeah, he wants to wait for a projectile, but he's gotta be really fast about answering it. So that's why Wheezy's not throwing a lot of projectiles anymore. He knows that time stop is a clean counter to that.
There's the Dragonheart.
Tip of the Dragonheart.
Going up into the air with that aerial super from Jaina here. Dude, these kicks, I'm low-key rooting for Jaina because she's my favorite character in this game.
Wheezy mixing in the neutral attack because he knows that Tadaji's standing still. So the brilliant part about Yomi counters in our game is like that's how you stop throws from oppressing you too much. Is you let go of your controls, you're not blocking, and you reverse throws. And if you know your opponent knows that you'll throw them, you can just hit them. So when you get in, you got to start weaving it in. You got to start doing you got to start weaving in the normal attacks to punish them for standing still and doing nothing, expecting a throw.
So that game's going to go to Wheezy here on the Jaina, now having to go with Grave versus either Rook or Geiger here. Currently 1-2 for Seaweezy here. Looks like Geiger's going to be playing, or excuse me, Tadazi's going to be playing Geiger again, and let's see if Seaweezy can get that grave win here to take him into round number 2 of today's tournament.
Yep. So wind becomes more prevalent in these matchups as well. It's this way to, break the stalemate against other projectile characters.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I think Grave is so cool, and actually just spamming those fireballs too. Unable to counter that with the wind up as well. That's going to be... Oh, this is just so cheesy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you got to apply the pressure before you let him get that super.
Right, I mean, hey, it's how you win. This is how the play is going.
Oh, into the corner, though. Gets the chip damage off the sword. Unsafe, but he gets this one hit in. Now Geiger's got super, though, so he's going to be a little bit more sneaky with getting through this projectile spam. So Weezy's got to be a little bit more careful. Oh, trades with the neutral. That's really, really fortuitous for Tadazi. Oh, it's safe.
No,
he's
this might hit 2.
Oh.
It's definitely going to be hitting the 2, and it's going to be taking Geiger down for a 2-0 right now for Grave here.
A tiny bit of landing lag on the drop gear, and he gets that deep Dragon Heart. Oh, almost walked backwards into the gear.
Gotta get the win going. Very strong against other projectile users.
Okay, let's see if he recovers quick enough, but he might just get the throw here. Oh, just 2 damage punish.
2 damage, that's fine. That's, give him a little bit of an advantage.
Oh, he just spams the sword out of the block string, and then he just doesn't block it.
You're gonna see that wind going up again, and then the fireball spam again. Classic.
Oh, gets the 3-hit combo.
Oh, really excellent. Really, really excellent. Very good aerial play from Tadazi there.
Yeah, using the
if you can't phase
get
out
close
to the fireballs there, the fireball spam from Grave, he's gonna have to make up with the jumps into the aerial combos like that.
Yeah, so you still have to gets the air parry.
That is so
true power of storms. Wait, yummy counter chicken there. Stand next to each other. Hope that somebody goes for the throw. Yeah, Grave wasting time building up another super, so he goes for it again. Oh,
he's gonna wait for that wind cooldown.
2 jump A's and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of what he was waiting for. Geiger was using jumps, very frequently to dodge those fireballs and then getting caught in the air for those 2 jump A's, and that was gonna be it there. Whew. Very good play.
That was a hot one.
That was a hot one. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, it's a shame that you can't just Setsuki spam the whole time.
I mean, I'm a fighting game player. I appreciate that, We have standard mode for a reason. We got there's gonna be people who are masters of one character, and then you want to see at the end of the day, sometimes you're gonna want to see the best Setsuki versus the best Grave, and see kind of how that shakes out in a 1st to 10. There's that here too. So team battle's not the only mode; it's just the one we're running today on the tournament.
Yes, and I think I really do like the layout and how team battle works, where it has that roulette, and you can't just choose your matchup, because the randomness also makes it very exciting, because then you get a grappler gets a rush down or a zoner, it just changes.
Yeah.
It's never going to be grappler versus grappler or
yeah. So typically what would happen is you would counterpick them the maximum amount possible. And in other fighting games, it's a little bit easier. I'm not going to say this game isn't easier to play than other fighting games, because it is. Though the point of it is that it's to get you up to speed of the character as soon as you can, and start playing the game for real without hours and hours and hours of training mode. So if that were the case, it could be, the meta shakes out in a year or so or something, where you only really ever see the worst possible matchups all the time. Every time you see a Rook, you'll play Jaina. Every time you see, a Degray, you'll play Setsuki. And the game will sort of devolve into that counterpick carousel, as we call it, where it just sort of there's a pattern, and you just see it all the time. So we want to as an experiment kind of limit that and see if this team battle mode can remedy that a little bit. Because in other fighting games, people don't do that all the time because they just can't play multiple characters at a seriously high level. In our game, you probably could, and let's ride that out and see how it goes.
It's actually, you're making a very good point there, because back in the day, you just play E Honda and just uses you just play E Honda and use the palm, and then you're never gonna lose a game because it's the most broken move in
okay.
fighting history.
Yeah, let's watch some ST tournaments and see how 100 hand slap Honda spam hangs out against Osagat and wall dive loop.
Yeah.
Killer Miller will have a word to say about that.
Well, you're definitely right, but I guess more casual
neighborhood level,
I'm filthy casual, yeah. So when you go to and you have a LAN party with your friends, you're just gonna be ridiculous, and it's not even fair. That's the point where it's like you're not allowed to do that. It's like playing Odd Job.
Well, okay, another thing too is like I'm a Val. Yeah, Odd Job. Yeah, fantastic. See, I'm like a Val main, right? So if I were to play against you at home, you wouldn't want me just bodying you with Val all day. Like you would learn stuff. Like that's what fighting games are about. Like they're about the struggle, and like you'll lose to someone 100 times, and then you'll beat them once, and you feel great. But if I play team battle against you, you only got to deal with Val a third of the time, and then I gotta like play other characters. In a casual sense, it's really really fun to just hang out and play team battle too.
As long as you don't play
I get to play. Right? Yeah, because I get to play the characters I like to play, but then I also have to play other characters. So
yes,
it kind of helps.
Which is fair because then because that's the same thing. Like if you invite your friend over to let's come over to my house, we'll play Fantasy Strike. It's like as long as you don't spam your best character, and then it's like darn shoot, I guess I'll just play a team battle so that I can use them one of those fights, maybe two, and then now I have to play a different character, so then they have a fighting chance, and it becomes more fun that way as well, where you're like, it's a more friendly aspect of the game where you can't just team stomp friends or your opponents, where it's like you have to switch it up. Otherwise,
I like it a lot. It's fun. It's a change of pace.
Exactly. So congratulations again, E4i, man, going into the next round against Tadazi. Excuse me, what was that? 3-1, I believe, for E4i against Tadazi. Obviously, great gameplay. Tadazi, I'm very impressed with your Satsuki. Like, honestly, just keeping E4i's grave at bay, keeping him against that corner, really showing us what rushdown means. Really showing us, like, keep him in the corner, do a ton of damage. I'm not giving you a
crazy
chance
concepts,
We got a couple really good supers as well. So, what is our next game here, Leo?
Next game's going to be, I believe it's Dude with Money versus Wolvie, and we're getting into that right about now.
Perfect. All right. So tell us a little bit about these guys. Do you know either of these players here, Leo?
I saw Dude with Money last time, and I was laughing at his name too much to kind of remember exactly how he plays or which characters he's got in his repertoire. But we'll see how it goes. And Wolvie is a person I haven't seen play yet, so we'll see what we got here.
Ooh, so we have a little bit of a wild card, you would say. Hey, maybe they'll play a wild card archetype too.
He did. It's DeGray right there in game one.
Excellent.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, wildcard is kind of like the hybrid between what a zoner and a rushdown or whatever they are. Like DeGray is all about counter hits, and he's got this weird ghost thing. So he doesn't really kind of fit. He's not really a rushdown guy, and he's got 6. Oh, gets the counter hit to the forward A to the pile bunker in the corner, 4 damage, and the cross up. Okay. Wolvie knows the DeGray stuff. He knows the stuff. Yeah, that back A counter hit pop up. That's what you want. If you could do nothing else with DeGray but do that, that's your game plan. A little bit too far for the neutral A to connect, and Grave punishes with the sword. You got one going the wrong way now. Swords through the back A. Yeah, he's just fishing with that back A now. Oh, it's too low. It's okay though. We got the ghost to the neutral A combo, the target combo.
Round 3. Fight.
All right. Jumps over the fireball for the 3 hit. Doesn't block the sword. Good job, Dude with Money, using his reversals, kind of flexing out that DeGray offense. Goes to the parry in the air. I think Wolvie just missed it, and it would have worked. And there it is, that frame trap to the back A. You see a Grave flash red, showing that he's just counter hit. That's like a counter hit indicator. So you can just know. So it helps out the DeGray player a lot, but also from a visibility standpoint, it's nice to know that, that's what happened to me.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get this over with. Jaina versus Jaina. So we got Dude with Money on the purple Jaina, and we'll be playing the base Jaina color. And I got a desync. I'm not sure we'll get back into that one as soon as possible. So yeah, apologies for whatever desyncs and internet stuff we got. We're still in early access. and you know, little hiccups every once in a while when it comes to the online stuff. But typically, it's been working pretty well. Last tournament we had some issues, but we've sort of went through those and we're able to improve the netcode on the development side of things. So getting back into the matchup now, we got it's a lot of zoning here. It's tough to say which character, like if you're behind, it kind of helps you to get in and try to rush down a little bit more. Jaina is a zoning character with a lot of rush down tools, and her reversal is extremely strong. It knocks him full screen. She takes the damage for it, but it's important that, you know, we have some kind of restriction on just how much you can uppercut in the game. But we'll see how much air super they use versus ground super. So Judith Money fighting back in this game 4 here. Will they dissipate? I thought that the jump fireball was going to actually connect with him. One other thing to note about Jaina's fireball is that if you hold them down, she charges up the shot and it will penetrate other projectiles. So you can kind of get through the stalemate that way. Oh, barely misses the back A. Judith Money takes that, going to a game 5.
Round 5. Fight.
One other thing to note about the chip damage, if you block 3 specials, you'll take the damage, but Jaina's move that, her Dragon Heart that hurts her, it'll remove the final pip of her health bar. So if you're sitting on red flashing chip, you can actually use it to sort of cancel that if it's advantageous for you to do so. And it looks like Wolby's going to take game 1. So, or game 2 rather. So Stellar to Gray play, Stellar Jaina play, and now we got Geiger versus Setsuki rounding out the roster. So if Judith Money can handle this, then his other characters will reactivate, and then Wolby's just got to win with this Geiger, and that's it. So Setsuki's got a lot of tools that get over it and under time spirals. So we'll see if he can just get in and not eat as many flash gears as I know Wolby wants to use against him. Very nice counter hit, neutral. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, he didn't get to confirm. You want to cancel that neutral A into super for Setsuki. Yep, teleport kick right through the projectile.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, getting that big 4 damage combo in. Well, actually, the 3. Yeah, now Wolby's just trying to find some way to hold down the Setsuki, and the reversals can just be a little bit dangerous when she can punish you for like 3 or 4 damage off of a successful jump-in combo. Oh! Teleport kick's so rough because it forces you to guess left or right half the time. And that's just a quick 3-0 there from Judith Money, so...
That's just a Setsuki play right there, man.
Yeah.
We saw it time and time again. Right now, it's Setsuki. Setsuki's a big playmaker today.
Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got? Geiger versus Jaina. So we saw this matchup a little bit ago in the Wheezy fight. And we're here at Liar's Lair. Check out the Pandante Casino here. Lum hangs out. One of our newest stages. Actually got all 10 stages in the game now, so we're pretty excited about that. That was a real recent change. Oh, super plus after that back A kick. You can't push buttons, dude. That's what he wants you to do. Oh, fireball. He holds it. She holds it and goes right through the time spiral. You can get a time stop, yeah, to counter that. It's going to walk right under. I think most you can get here is probably just... Oh, we got a desync on the stream. Okay, I'll try to commentate via radio.
Radio cast.
Yeah. So Geiger walks under the air super, and he gets a simple confirm with a throw and then some spirals. Game 2 starting up right now. We might be back in. If not, we'll get into game 3 or round 3 for you guys in just a second. All right, we'll be going with the air super, the Geiger air super to try and chip out Jaina. Eats a fireball on the way down, and he's just going for the pressure. He's getting those safe moves. Jaina gets to jump it. Oh, does it too late. Geiger with the jump forward A into forward A. One of the longest hit confirms in the game for 2 damage.
Round 3. Fight.
The Wolvie's 1 round away from taking this.
Hands up.
Oh, the walk up Yomi counter.
Dragon Heart.
I don't think he meant to do that. I think that was supposed to be a quick jump into a C.
Let's recalculate that.
I think he's gonna go with the jump super here.
Clockwork.
And he's gonna try and chip her out. Walks under, catches, and the animation cancel. So that clockwork's gonna be gone by the time she lands. Very smart Galaxy Brain level play there from Dude with Money.
Galaxy Brain level play.
Yeah.
Round.
That was clutch. So he did that a little bit too high off the ground.
Time spiral. Time flash gear. Time spiral.
So yeah, just more zoning coming from both sides. We got Geiger with a super now. You just gotta find the time. I don't know. He might walk right into it. That's not gonna be good. Okay, takes the Dragon Heart.
Time spiral.
Yeah, this is looking bad now for Wolvie. Yep. Throw the fireball, they jump over it, uppercut, just like back in the day. I won't give away the year because it's gonna be one of our trivia questions, but I almost said it. Oh, walks up and walks back. Just trying to catch that wake up flash gear. This looks like a better range for Wolvie. It's gonna get that neutral A into the flash gear, confirm. The regular time spiral, put some pressure on. Oh, jumps over the forward A. That could have been bad. I think it's in Wolvie's best interest to waste as much time as possible and try to get more time stops. Like he wants to not die to chip, but he's gonna just wait for that. Baits it and takes it. That's gonna be 3-1 Wolvie. Yeah, well played on both sides. Dude with Money coming back in that Setsuki match and playing very well in the Jaina versus Geiger battle here.
Baits it and takes it might be my new favorite thing to say ever. That was amazing. Thank you so much for that, Leo.
All right. If I can improve your streams in some way, then
Hey, that was amazing.
this is mutual parasitism here. It's good for everyone involved.
So after that round, it does look like we are going to be moving on to some of the loser brackets, I believe.
Yeah.
Does look like we're going to be moving into some of the loser brackets here. Coming up next in today's E4i tournament. Very excited to see some of these. Hopefully we get to see some rematches. Hopefully get to see some of those grudge matches, because nothing more exciting than a little bit of good quality sportsman-like revenge, I guess you could say. To put it, not simply, most complicatedly. Those are my favorite matches. When you do have that opportunity for a loser bracket.
The salty run back. Yes.
Yeah, I love to see somebody, climb from the bottom of the loser bracket, make it to the top, get back at the chance for the title. And then, maybe it's a grudge match. Maybe it isn't. Maybe they're playing against somebody new. Maybe they're playing somebody who they wanted to play against. Like, let's say, I don't know, Neb and Seaweezy. Maybe Neb gets outed and Seaweezy makes it to the final, but then Neb's like, I'm going to make it to the final too in the loser bracket. So then he goes up there and it's like, we never had a chance to play. It's game time. Those are my
it's always fantastic when you see like an Evo bracket that is, the people in grand finals have only lost to each other or not at all.
Exactly.
And it's amazing. You see it a lot in Dragon Ball Fighters recently with Sonic Fox and Goichi. Just kind of like everything is just sort of, you show up, but you expect to see that as the grand finals.
So it does look like the first game we're going to be showing you guys from today's loser bracket is going to be Jack Noir versus Forever King. And I actually think that's actually a very clever name. I never really thought about it until now. I come from a French-speaking background. Jack Noir. Noir is black in French. So Jack Black. We got Jack Black playing against Forever King. So maybe who knows? It could be Jack Black in real life. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's just under an alias. So we do have Jack Black versus Forever King. I'm excited for it. Again, Leo, have you seen these guys played before?
No, but I'm pretty familiar with Forever King. I have seen him play. So this is actually Forever King. If you guys follow the NRS community, he's one of the greatest Mortal Kombat players of all time. One of the best Injustice players. He's got that hardcore Batman that terrorizes everybody. He is a solid fighting game sponsored professional with Team Hazardous. Like he loves this game. He's a big fan of Argagarg, so we're gonna probably get to see our first Argagarg play.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, he loves zoners. And he's probably going to be at our tournament next weekend at SoCal Regionals as well, because he's going to go compete in Injustice there too. So if you guys are going to SoCal Regionals, you know, running some free tournaments over there. We had a lot of the Injustice and Killer Instinct community were there, and we had a really great time like showing off the game to the professionals.
And if you guys can't make it to that tournament, quick reminder that we do have another Fantasy Strike tournament coming up for you guys in October as well. Signups, I do believe, are open for that as well. So if you don't have the game, definitely pick up the game. If you don't have the game, definitely just wait and chat. We've been doing trivia questions all day today in chat, in today's Twitch chat, to give away some game keys. Maybe you want a friend to participate with you. Maybe you just want to give it away to maybe your mom. Maybe your mom is a huge Fantasy Strike professional player and she just doesn't own the game. She just plays it on your computer. So definitely hang around and chat, win some game keys, sign up for our upcoming tournament in October, you guys. We have some really, really great stuff for you here. You know, weekly on OPN. But I guess on that note, it does look like we are going to be jumping into Forever King versus Jack Noir's game. So let's just hop right into that lobby here. So it looks like we got some quick Val pick. Very quick, you know, first choice of the game in this lobby here. Immediately to Val. Didn't see any hesitation here. Now going on to a Satsuki as well, and a DeGray. Yeah, Jefferson DeGray. Yeah. Or like DeBlue, because his skin is, well, it's actually kind of gray. I don't know.
He's kind of gray.
It's like a mix. It's a little bit of a mix.
This is like an undead DeGray thing. So for those who know the lore, DeGray is very old because back in the day he, failed at his task of killing a certain tyrant. If you go to his stage in Library of Justice, there's a picture of the wall that's painted over by Valerie of a dead dictator that he has killed. But the Nox Oracle Persephone gave him a ghost companion and everlasting life because he's on a mission to just destroy tyrants throughout history, and we'll see how long he lasts and when his mission will end.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, and if you know the story of Fantasy Strike, you know that there's a bad guy that is not actually in the game yet. But we hope that we'll get that going.
Definitely if you play through the arcade.
Yep.
Gotta play.
Yeah, you'll see that. Fully voice acted, the story mode.
Excellent arcade.
Unlike some fighting games even at launch.
Getting mucked by Graves right now. Or Graves, sorry. Going down, trading right at the very end here. Forever King taking the first round win here with Grave against Valerie.
Yeah, so Val's got some options here. It's a very tough matchup for her, though. She's got to find a way to get past the projectile spam. She had some tools, but that's going to be a safe jump.
Blocked. Wow, look at this. I'm liking the colors here. I'm liking the color choices. You know, we have Pink Pants Grave here against Pink Hair Valerie.
In the library, there's the photos on the back I was talking about.
Oh, exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, so the hard part here is that Grave has... Oh, he's going to catch that. That might be... No, not the deep one. But the slow fireball is extremely terrorizing for Val because it's hard for her to even jump over. And it's hard for her to go through with her rainbow stroke. So the slow fireball is just so strong. Nice jump rainbow stroke to the throw there.
Vulnerable attack coming in from with the sword swing on Grave here too, and just
for
some chops, just a little chops.
Dangerous. Yeah,
I don't think Paintbrush is very good against a sword.
If either of those get blocked though, he was dead. You can easily 2-hit confirm off that.
So it does look like Forever King's going to take the very first game here with Grave against Valerie here. Now we're going to see Satsuki, and we've seen this matchup before. Satsuki does have an advantage here. We've seen before, you know, but it also depends on the player as well. So we're gonna see if Forever King can keep up with the Satsuki rush now here.
Yeah, he's got the Colonel Sanders, gets the juggle onto the time spiral. So this matchup's tough. Like, he's got to really be careful with the reversals, Forever King, but you got to use them. That's the only way to keep her off you. And yeah, he's just kind of walking himself back, taking it easy. And yep, block that first hit of the teleport kick. Yep, and plus frames after that back A.
Really great. This Geiger skin on it looks great. You know, very old, very time-esque. You know,
Yeah, he's making me hungry.
what?
Haven't had lunch yet, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
it does look
Geiger.
like Geiger's going on the offensive play, not really zoning, not really doing anything from the range here, just really getting
Well,
in
it's
there.
hard. She has so many ways of getting past her projectiles. So the thing to note here is Geiger, he's all about trying to land that back A as much as possible, that step kick, because it's super plus on block, and he can kind of do whatever he wants after. He can do a neutral A. If it hits, he can combo it into a flash gear. He's got lots of stuff. Setsuki going for the teleport kick. Oh, baits it! And he goes for the command grab again. So there it is, back A, and walks up and goes for the throw.
Oh, 2 throws, no Yomis yet. Not seeing any Yomis, but you know, they are tricky. For a player who is a little bit less experienced, landing a Yomi counter, not wanting to press any button is probably one of the trickiest things to do in a fighting game, especially.
Oh, it's terrifying.
It's terrifying because you leave yourself so vulnerable to just anything, really. You know, you could get a 3-hit combo in, too. And this is actually, you're right, we're going to see the first Argarg here against DeGray, so I'm actually really looking forward to seeing some of this.
Yeah, so this is King's favorite character, he says. It's Argarg. It's all about applying poison to his opponent and keeping them at bay with stretchy limbs and water attacks. Oh, unfortunate throw there. You could have like zoned him out with that. Oh, Pile Bunker blocked. He's going to punish it, and he punishes the...
Oh, going in for the super and landing a fish. Dude, the poison keeping him at bay right now as well.
Just going to run?
Waiting for the poison to end. Oh my goodness, Argarg Forever King.
Check out my bobblehead with that.
Look at this poison, the poison gameplay right now. You know, I guess ghosts are vulnerable to poison. It's kind of what it seems like right now.
I'd hope so.
I
I think ghosts are invulnerable to poison in real life as well. So
Look at that poison damage. You know, all he has to do is keep him at bay right now, blocking. So tons of damage with this poison, losing 4 bars of health exclusively to poison. That was insane.
yeah, he's just trying to catch a stretchy limb with his ground super is Jack Noir, and it's not working out, and he's just getting hit with the blue fish. So he's got to get in.
Lots of things getting blocked. Closing the gap. DeGray's doing a pretty good job, but getting knocked away. Get to see the fish come out again. Not doing too much damage.
The meaty poison fish.
Look at that. There he goes.
Oh, he's trying to use that. He's got to maybe he should be using that air super to try and get in, and he's just gonna walk it back.
One more time.
Maybe he'll do a bubble shield. Nope, just going for the big fish.
More fish. Argarg, Forever King, taking that 3-0 as well.
Yeah, he's
I'm
the
honestly
zoner player in his other games that he plays. He's a big fan of that playstyle. So when we saw Argarg in like one of the latest builds, he's like, "This is my boy right here."
I believe, was that a 9-0 game as well?
It might have. I'm not sure. But
you
solid losers bracket play there from.
I agree.
He lost to Wolvie, who did very well against Dude with Money. So yeah, it must have been a hard matchup in round 1 there in the bracket. So yeah, just another reminder, guys. You know, if you didn't get a chance to get into this tournament, and you'd want to play in our online tournaments, you can head over to. We'll throw a link in chat in just a second, and we're doing another tournament on October 6th. And also, we're going to start doing, OP Noobs is going to start hosting some community nights. I forget, did they say what day? Maybe they'll tell us there as well in the chat. But, you know, weekly get-togethers. Just get online, jump on our fantastic online mode, do some friend matches, and sort of meet some of the other players in the tournaments and prepare for future matchups. You got to know who these guys are playing. This game's all about knowing the mind of the opponent. So you got to know. You got to learn them.
Daily scrims in, get those weekly scrims in. You know, playing against opponents is obviously one way to get better at the game. You can't just sit in the practice mode like we were talking about earlier, because there's not those massive combos you're going to be pulling off. You're not going to be practicing your 720s, your 360s, you know, your quarters. Like, it's you gotta play against the other players, because this game is built mostly on experience as much as it is other games are built on combo efficiency, I guess you could say.
Yeah, there's a limit to how much you can lab in terms of execution practice. There's mix-ups and setups you can do and learn, and weird situations that you can set up that are important. But, you know, you just got to get out there and play them, because the game is all about making good decisions at the right time. And that's part of like why I love the health bar so much, is that, there's no comeback mechanic in Fantasy Strike. There's no V trigger. There's no rage art. There's no X factor or sparking. It's just like you can just die if you mess up. And so the whole game is don't mess up. And in this mode, it's best of 5 in each individual game. And in like the standard mode, it's best of 7. So like you gotta consistently outplay and outsmart your opponents just to take a single game. So like I appreciate that. And like having a 1 HP doesn't mean anything if you can just kill them in 2 combos if they get 2 bad reads. So I'm a big fan of that. Looks like we got a giveaway coming up. I'm gonna let you handle that, Attila.
Absolutely, and it does look like we're going to be seeing if everybody in Twitch chat can outsmart and outplay each other. In just a second, you guys, we do have the first mega giveaway of today. Everybody in Twitch chat, please pay attention. In about 10-15 seconds, as soon as I finish talking about random stuff, we are going to be doing a trivia question for you guys. The game is going to be Sniper Elite 4, so this is what you guys are competing for as well. I do have the question prepared here. I'm going to give you guys all quick second to get your hands all, warm your hands up, because you got to type as fast as you can. There is a small delay on the stream, but please do answer as fast as you can. The first question for Sniper Elite 4 is going to be, how many zoners are in Fantasy Strike? Nice, simple question. It's our first mega giveaway of the day. Very simple question for you guys. We're going to be watching in Twitch chat. We have our support staff. We have our casters. Leo and I are both watching the Twitch chat. We're all waiting for you guys to answer this question. One more time, how many zoners are in Fantasy Strike 4? Very simple question, you guys. I believe we've seen all of them played today as well. So if you don't know what that is, should be able to guess. Just punch in every single character in the game as well. It might do you some good. It might do you some bad. As long as you're faster at typing than other people. We do have a beautiful trailer of the game going on here beside me. A super fun game, really, really cool. Not a lot of games kind of have this sort of style of in terms of a shooting game. So it's a very, very beautiful game. Really, really cool on every single console. We definitely do have more mega giveaways for you guys today. So obviously keep paying attention to the chat, keep paying attention to the stream, whether you're driving in your car, put us on audio only, listen to the cast. Watch the stream at home, put us on your big screen TV. Maybe you're at a movie theater and you have some time off, throw us up on there, watch in the theater. We do have some answers coming in chat right now. So looks like Mac Knowles is our winner here. There are definitely 4 zoners in Fantasy Strike. RNA, Penguin Dude, you guys were very, very close. If you're having questions about stream delay, refresh your stream. It will reset to the soonest updated time of the stream. Obviously, Mac Knowles, congratulations, man. You are a winner of this excellent game. We'll have our wonderful support staff send you guys or send you the code as soon as they can. And it does look like we have our setup for the next game. It looks like we are going to be playing the Rook Hugger versus Dude with Money. And we've seen Dude with Money play. We haven't seen the Rook Hugger yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing him play Rook. I hope. That'd be a very strange happenings if his name was the Rook Hugger and he didn't play Rook.
Well, he might not play Rook, and he might want to hug Rooks.
Against Rook.
Yes. Like he wishes his opponent is only playing Rook, and then he can hug all the Rooks.
Yes.
Maybe with Midori, who is also a huggy guy.
Would it be comfortable, though, hugging a Rook? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He's a viney stone man.
He's a masochist.
He's a boulder.
Well, no, Rook Hugger would be a masochist.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Rook. Made of rocks. Nothing to be afraid of. Unless you're made of scissors.
Yeah.
Well,
he used to not be made of rock. That's the thing that I don't even know. I don't even know the lore behind.
He's not made out of rock. He's not made out of rocks. He's made out of rooks.
Chess pieces stapled to his body. He only knows how to go in a straight line, just like from the left of the screen to the right of the screen, puts you in the corner and takes you down. That's Rook.
Exactly. Amazing. So yes, it does look like we do have the Rook Hugger versus Dude with Money. We saw Dude with Money play earlier. What are some keynotes from that matchup here? Unfortunately, Dude with Money did lose, so he did get bumped down in the loser bracket. But now this is redemption round.
Yeah, he's got the strong Setsuki. Hopefully, the Setsuki can go up against the Rook. It's a strong matchup for her. She's just a strong character right now in general. She's just has a lot of options and tools to get in on the zoners. She can kind of be really squirrely when it comes to fighting against grapplers and be in the air a lot. But we'll see how that goes down in just a second. We get into the match, and we'll go to that right about now.
This will be great fun.
So we do have a rook. That's what we were waiting for, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the first play. Hopefully it's the third play, because if you're definitely a rook main, that's, you know, you maybe want to save that as your anchor, your trump card here.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't matter. Remember, that's not how team battle works.
No, it's not. But you know, that's what you're saying earlier with the confidence with your character as well. So we got Setsuki versus Geiger. Setsuki taking quite the beating right now, actually.
Rook.
Good job there.
Yeah, it's just about how well you can manage using flash gears and how well the Setsuki player can navigate those, like, and get around them and not get like taken out by them. There it is. It's the first bait. Goes for the B though. That's probably the wrong punish. She probably wanted to do like a forward A to a super or something.
Doing tons of damage, Geiger. You notice. Oh, here we go with that aerial special again. Tons of gears coming out. You know. Oh, not
blocking it. Can he get the
damage though?
No.
And the invulnerable kick. Look at that stretch, man. Geiger, you know, might be into clocks, but he's also very flexible.
Yeah.
He does yoga in his spare time. Who knows?
He's got a standing desk.
Yeah.
The one thing that Setsuki could do that. Oh no.
Wow. Punish 7-second fight, man. That was crazy. Round 3 going into a 7-second battle. Geiger just not letting up, which is strange because, you know, Setsuki's the one who should be punishing Geiger and getting in close like that, but
I mean that's her weakness. If she gets rushed down, she doesn't have an actual reversal, and she can really cave under the pressure as well. One thing that she could do though is she does have an air super that has a parry, so you can read the flash gear, jump in, and then parry it out of the sky and get damage. But now we go into the classic zoner versus grappler battle. We'll see if Rook Hugger can, you know, with his namesake, get in on Jaina and
nice
to the corner.
Being able to punish a big kick. I love that kick. And there's
very good anti-air command grab.
Slam him. Ooh, 2 big damage.
Okay.
Yomi counter. Gotta love Jaina's Yomi counter. The backhand into the body shot is just so fancy.
Into the full screen push.
Lots
trying to get that chip damage out.
Not gonna be quite enough.
Oh, the air super is gonna catch you out of the sky for 3.
That
Round
is
over.
Tons of damage. Look at this Rook doing so much hugging right now. Like, absolutely incredible. So many grabs coming in. So many grapples. Excellent. You know, really showing what Rook is capable of for the first time today.
Oh, nice. Armors through that first projectile. She takes the 1. That's better than being next to Rook. A lot worse things can happen to you than being down 1 HP. Oh, that's going to be way too late. So you get the regular throw. What's the Yoki? If I do the safe jump? Nope. Oh, whiffs the normal throw. So Judah's money can stand still.
Rook needs to brush his teeth. Those things are looking rough.
He's got to get a hammer and chisel out there. But yeah, so what happened there was he did the normal throw to get Judah's money to stand still, and then he gets the command grab, which you cannot Yomi counter. You have to jump out of those command grabs. Anti-air command grab there.
Rook is actually very strong against zoners too, because he does have quite the kit to destroy projectiles. And going for the grab again. This is so rude. Vines coming out of his body and then slamming them for 3 damage. It is so much, especially playing against somebody like Jaina, who only does have 6 hit points. You know,
and sometimes 5 and sometimes 4, right? If she's keeping you out with her projectile, with her uppercut, you know, she's a sub 6 HP character.
Practiced enough.
Not being enough either, you know, missing a couple supers, couple big mistakes from Dude with Money. You know, the Rook Hugger doing a great job right now. Now we're going to see the Grave v Grave mirror match here. We got pink against blue here. My money's for pink because, you know, it's fabulous. But, ooh, going for that invulnerable chop. And now the wind here. Can they, this is something I've never seen before. Can they counter wind?
They can. So it's basically, it'll neutralize, and then whichever one is still up, it will take over for the seconds that it's there, you know. And so there's a wind meter at the bottom of the screen, so the move does have a cooldown. They can't just do it all the time.
Getting a deep super in for the Rook.
Oh, it's super.
Now we're going to see the first win. Oh, missing the chop and getting behind him. Like you said, you know, those invulnerable moves are strong, but they can be easily punished if it's whiffed. Easily punished. Now we're gonna see some more wind. Oh, see, and that's one of the things, you know, you amplify your fireball with the wind. It pierces through other projectiles, you know, very strong. We We can see it.
Wakes up with a super. No.
Whips it. Gonna be taking some damage here now too. I can't just say Grave is doing good against Grave because, you know, it's both.
Oh, tries to parry some kind of anti-air attempt there.
Oh, there's the punish again. You know, last time Dude with Money punished Rook Hugger. Now we saw the opposite end, you know. Don't get me wrong, the invulnerable sword is a very, you know, it's a very good move, but like you said, it's punishable.
You gotta be careful. Yeah.
Gotta be careful. Long delay. We're gonna not just see the end of that. Not really getting deep. This is gonna
neutral
be
jumps.
Gonna hit for 2. Now it's gonna be 1.
I like the idea. He tried to do like a neutral jump to safe jump and get him to reversal. So he got what he wanted. He got the intended behavior, but he was just a little bit too high, and then he couldn't punish it, and he got hit for 2. But it worked out.
A lot of these matches have been going towards those punishes. You know, we've seen all 3 wins have been punishing.
Oh, it's gonna get the juggle. That's gonna be lights out for Dude with Money.
Dude with Money going down 3-1 though. You know, still being able to hold on, but the Rook Hugger catching a win here. Very, very excellent play. You know, absolutely well done. Very, very well done. I feel like Dude with Money, you know, you did your best. You did your best. Unfortunately, that was part of the loser bracket, so you will be outed for today's tournament. But you know, don't quit, man. We have another tournament in October. We have our OP Noobs presented Scrim Nights, where you guys can get to know the community, get to know some better players, maybe some pro players, being able to help you learn, help you understand the game a little bit better. I know Leo here is quite the analyst when it comes to my really awful plays when we fought the other night. But yes, definitely don't forget to come back. We have more tournaments. Stay in chat. We have more giveaways for you. Excellent plays. Obviously, Rook Hugger, you know, congratulations. You're going to be moving on to the next round of the loser bracket. And for our
somehow I think that Dude with Money is going to be okay.
I think so too.
He's got money.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, you know.
No.
He's got money. You know, they say money can't buy happiness, but he'll just buy a Fantasy Strike coach and come into the next tournament for a big win. So that's what we're looking for here. So it does look like we have Sonic Vision versus Organis.
Organis. Yeah.
Organis.
Yeah,
I do like the Sonic Vision. I kind of when I think of that name, I kind of just imagine having one giant eyeball
that can see sounds.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I love big fan of Sonic, so I'm low-key cheering for Sonic here. But that's just, you know, that's my bias.
Your arbitrary prediction, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because Sonic is just, he's so cool, you know. But that will be going into the next round. Rook Hugger, again, man, congratulations for that previous win. Obviously showing us what the capabilities of Rook are. Very, very strong plays, you know, lots of really good grapples. And yeah, really showing us what Rook is made out of. Doing tons of damage, you know, hitting those big 2 hit points, hitting those 3 hit points. Very, very strong, man. Awesome. Well done.
Yeah, so looking at the bracket right now, I see the winner side is, we'll get to those matches soon, but Weezy is going to play against Merciful Hacker to get into semifinals. Wolvie, who we've been seeing doing really well through the bracket, he's going to be playing against Neb, so that's going to be another good matchup. So we'll stream those for sure. We're going to stream winner side as soon as we're done with this losers section here. And then the winner of this matchup is going to play against Rook Hugger in losers round 4, and we'll almost be at top 8 after these next 2. Forever King versus Remy is going to either happen on or off stream. I'm not entirely certain yet, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But we're doing good. We're on schedule here. We're doing all right.
Yeah, I would kind of say so too, Leo. You're doing a great job, man. It's great.
Thanks.
It's great having you here.
I'm not a pro like you. I'm just a guy who kind of knows some stuff about the game. So I'm just trying to be.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't got the cool chair behind, in the green screen there. That is actually just green at the moment. It's not actually a graphic, but hey,
You're right. It's accumulation of a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
But yes, this is excellent. I'm really looking forward to this next game. We haven't seen either of these players play yet. So I'm interested in seeing their team comp, their meta. And on actually that note, let's just jump right into the lobby. We got some Vals, we got some Grave, we got some Jaina. Still waiting.
We got
Second
team
Midori
zoner
of the
reversals
day.
back there on the right. Ah, Midori, nice.
Second
Midori.
Midori of the day and a rook. We're gonna see one rush down and 2 grapplers on
Nice.
Organist's team. So that's actually interesting because there are only 2 grapplers technically in the
Let's get
game.
this over
Correct
with.
me if I'm wrong. there.
No, that's right. And I mean, someday we'd love to add the other ones. Like in our other games, we have more grappler characters. There's this bull minotaur guy named Trock who's awesome. We'd love to have him in. So the dream of playing the triple grappler or triple rushdown team could happen. You know,
Sneak peeks everybody in chat right now. Lots coming up.
We just gotta have the funding to launch the game on consoles. Yeah, this is your standard.
That was terribly rude. That was 3 grabs into, I don't even know what that'd be. That's a hidden lotus from Naruto. That's what Rook's in here.
Yeah, I mean that's the game plan. Get in, punish the moves, get the grabs. Tries to use vines to get through the projectile. Oh, puts himself in the corner. He's
Grab
got
it.
the checkmate though.
Grab here, gonna drop 3 hit points from Jaina here.
Baits the reversal, gets the throw.
Another one, Dragonheart, and that's gonna be a throw as well. Sonic Vision in looking like a little bit rough shape here. Going 2-0 right now for the Rook. Coming in, closing the gap on landslide.
Yeah, I mean this is standard. Oh, it's 3 damage, jumping with the splash.
Nice punch. Show us the grab. Finish her off. Oh, I'm looking for a thunderclap.
Oh no, that was
Proud finish. What a proud finish.
handled the zoner.
And see, I feel like birds are attracted to rock giants. Like it's like I'm gentle, but I can also fight and start
Yeah.
fantasy strike
That's a
tournaments.
test. Begin.
Yeah. That's actually that was his home court too. That's his Morningstar Sanctuary stage. So Jaina had no chance. He's the
feel like
announcer.
Perfect place.
He's running the thing. You know, some collusion involved possibly.
Fight.
We got the Midori versus Geiger matchup. This one's interesting because you'd expect that the grappler would wouldn't do that great against Geiger, but Midori's jump arc is a little bit, see, it's very, very shallow. So it's easy for him to jump over the time spirals and get in, and his parry is pretty strong against some of Geiger's moves. And Dragon Form is his Dragon Form, as you know. He's going to go into the Talon Swoop probably. Nope.
Oh yeah, dude, I hate Dragon Form so much. It's so powerful, doing tons of damage with those grabs too, like, and then dropping 2 health, and then he gets to keep it in the next round to do gap closing. Honestly, and it's a very intimidating character model. Very, very intimidating character model.
Yeah, catches him on the ground with a Talon Swoop. He's just going to wait for him to do a thing. Maybe get the sweep here. Just do the quick back A. Oh, just go right into the Dragon Headbutt. Oh, not active enough. It's got hyper armor. It'll go through everything.
That is incredible. Now let's see if Geiger can turn
Oh,
this.
wakes up with the parry.
Excellent parry. You gotta love that double
Round
fist. That
3.
was so
Yeah,
cool.
not a perfect meaty.
Just an absolute martial artist. Seeing what a martial artist is capable of against when you match him against a dork.
Clockmaker. Yeah, he's actually the trainer of Jaina and Brave. He is their sensei.
Yes.
Kind of a father figure to them, you know.
Got a wonderful beard. Excellent. Look at this.
He didn't teach Grave how to turn into a dragon yet or throw for 2 damage, but maybe someday.
Maybe someday. Grave likes the sword. He likes the sword.
Oh, catches the jump with the wing buffet.
You win.
Interestingly enough here, we're actually gonna see Sonic Vision going down 2-0 right now, and we're gonna see the Val versus Grave here. We've seen this matchup before, Paintbrush versus Sword again.
Enough.
Yeah, a little bit tough for the Val, but she's got she's got my skin on. Purple hair with the.
Round 1.
I don't even know the watercolor dress. I'm good. Oh,
So it's a slow cyan magenta yellow and gets through with the cross up. Oh, baits. Oh, could have had the punish. Still gets it with the Rekkas.
Perfect.
So yeah, the thing about Valerie's chain, we haven't talked much about her mechanics other than that she's a quote unquote Rekka character, but the B button for her does the cyan magenta yellow chain. And cyan and magenta, the first 2 hits, they actually combo. And the third one, you get to do a mix up. You can either cross them up, you can stay on one side, or you can go through just like that and get the cross up.
There's so much damage. Val doing so much damage against his Grave here. Grave not being able to do any sort of countering, it seems, as of yet. Hitting him with the classic basic combo, air kick into
Oh, 1-2.
There's that big sword swing. One we'd like to see. The one we've seen punished so many times. Win with the fireball spam. Not going to be enough. Invulnerable super, obviously, here. Getting
Walk up,
grabbed. Are we going to be able to
Bait the reversal.
Round? Nah, right into yellow.
Stays
here.
in the front side and gets the chip, and Sonic Vision did not use the reversal. So he could have just used Dragonheart to get out, but the risk is that Valerie doesn't do a move and she actually does the retreat option. So there's mix-ups at like all levels of that record chain.
Organist taking this game 3-0 and moving on in the losers bracket, I believe, here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, going to be playing against the Rook Hugger in future games. It does look like we have, I believe it is Remy versus Forever King next is going to be our next.
I think they might already be playing. I wonder if we should just jump into that one.
Find out here from our wonderful staff here in
indeed.
just a second. Obviously, congratulations again, Organist. Sonic Vision, man. Thank you for participating in today's tournament as well. Unfortunately, you will be outed as well. But again, like I can't explain this enough. We do have another tournament coming up in October, you guys. Same game, obviously, Fantasy Strike. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. You know, lots of time to practice, lots of time to hone your skills. Until then, with our scrims presented by the OP Noobs. And just overall gameplay, like you guys, by no means do we see any player who is not capable of playing the game. And it might even be like your first week playing Fantasy Strike, and you can still like reach a certain degree of competency. And that's the thing that we see at these tournaments when we go to events like Evo and SoCal Regionals, is that people play the game on Friday and they want to enter tournament on Saturday. Now tell me that about any game ever, like any fighting game, any like online sort of like team-based thing. Like no one wants to do that. Like you just can't have the confidence to do that. But in our game, you kind of can. So, and that's one of the reasons. Like I can't reiterate this enough. You know, Fantasy Strike, very simple game to learn, very easy game to pick up. Just if it's your first time playing the game, avoid going into arcade because Midori is so hard to fight. There's a special thing at the end. Yeah. So challenging. Getting through the arcade mode very easy, but that last boss, you know, it's a way different play style. You know, lots of health. He's got extra health. I think it's 10. He's got 9, and his dragon form meter fills up really fast and it drains slowly. So he's in dragon a lot of the time. See, Midori's thing, like his lore thing, is that he would be the best if he stayed in dragon form all the time, but he's kind of a scrub and he thinks that's cheap and that, you know, he would just win. So it's not fun for him. So he's like, I'm not going to go full power. And that's kind of like his story in all the other games too, is that he's like, nah, it's not fair if I play my best. So I'll just let someone else have a chance. And that's why he's kind of cool. He's a loser. That's also his trump card, you know. He's fighting, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't know if I could beat this opponent." And then it goes into dragon form. It's like, "What up? I'm a dragon now." Meanwhile, story-wise, if you play the story for Midori, you'll see him talk to his brother Manelker, who is that play to win all the time, 100% aggro, like never stop. Doesn't matter if you're playing against an 8-year-old kid or in a tournament, you play as hard as you can. And they couldn't disagree more on this. So it's a lot of the characters in Fantasy Strike have sort of a like David Serlin as a fighting game player has encountered lots of different styles of player over the years. And he wrote about this in his book, Playing to Win, Becoming the Champion. It's like a primer on how to get good, essentially, at competitive games. And every character in Fantasy Strike is kind of like a different ideology of a player archetype that he's discovered in terms of personality. You know, like Grave is the guy who trains all the time in silence and just wants to play against the best people. Jaina is like not really as good as Grave, but she's got this like reckless fire that she can show flashes of brilliance every once in a while. Midori is the skilled scrub where he's really good, but at the end of the day, he's not going to do what it takes to win, right? And you know, there's players like that in every community of every kind of game. It was like, oh, I like to play, but I'm not going to pick a top tier character because that's cheap or that's lame. It's like, fine, you know, enjoy not winning anything ever. And so that's what Midori kind of represents. Meanwhile, Manelker is like, oh, the best character in the game. I'm going to play that character, and I'm going to be absolutely ruthless and do all the cheap stuff. So yeah, it's fun to see that, like, as a fighting game player and a person who does play competitive games myself, to see all these different archetypes in there. And I love that Midori is that, and that's like a represented character, like you know, personality style. I love it. So he's like my favorite character. Yeah. it looks like we are going to be getting into our next match here right away. We are going to see Organist play again against the Rook Hugger, who is now my favorite because I personally love the name. Rook Hugger is great. Excellent Rook gameplay we saw in the last game, but Organist, you know, taking that last match 3-0 is quite impressive as well. But I guess it does look like we're going to be jumping into the game. That is Organist versus the Rook Hugger in the round, I believe, 4 of the losers bracket here, guys. Very quick fix. We're gonna see the same team comps from both players. You know, the Rook Hugger going.
Almost had it.
That Rook v Valerie. What can you say about this matchup here, Leo?
This is one of my favorite matchups. As a Valerie player, you have to fight against lots of rooks, and there's so much stuff that goes on that's really interesting in this matchup. She wants to get close to you, but that's what he wants too, and he's got so much more health than you that you really got to thread the needle. But if Organist knows how to wrangle this, and there you go. That's one way. You got to navigate that.
Damage. Whoa! Not being quite enough.
He could have had the juggle if he just committed to the jump A.
Gonna be able to. Oh, just getting hit by the end of it there. Rook, you know, very big character model, getting his toes tickled by that paint.
Yeah, that chromatic orb. Game 1 goes to Organist Valerie. A big neutral A jump. Command grab catches it. He's almost dead already.
Yeah, this is going to be looking really good for the Rook Hugger. And just taking a knee and a foot.
Just catches. Intended to catch the jump back, trying to get, you know, he's trying to not get thrown. Oh, is this throw going to land? Yes!
Oh, man. This is going to do over half her health right at the start of the fight. You know, 1 second into the game.
This did the fake out again. Yeah, it's the fake out to get you standing still, to bait you to Yomi counter, and then you go for the command grab. He could also go for the sweep, or he can go for the forward attack. It's got mix-ups. Rook Hugger knows what he's doing.
Rook Hugger, man, very skilled Rook player. You know, getting the Rook though, first game here.
Yeah, send a message to Organist. Throw into throw, game over, lights out.
Val, you know, doing very well at the very start of the game, but Rook Hugger, you know, coming in saying, "Listen, I'm warmed up. I know how you're gonna play. Listen, I'm just gonna hold you, and you're not going anywhere."
Game 2.
Now we're gonna see actually Organist though now running both grapplers on his team as well. So Sensei versus Student here. Great versus Midori.
Let's see if Midori pulls his punches, and he might, because he's just that kind of guy.
When you start, a couple fireballs, might be able to get 1 chip damage here.
Okay, and goes for the drop kick and gets punished. Oh, crosses up the counter attempt. He's just all in his grill.
Very aggressive. Rook Hugger doing lots of damage, trying to get that air counter, but still getting tossed around. Midori taking tons of damage. You see some more fireballs. Oh, very good parry though.
Gonna grab you. For the dragon form, and he's dead.
That's dead. Oh, no, it wasn't deep enough, but still getting that jump kick in for the damage.
That should work. Grave should have had that.
That should have finished for sure. I agree. Now Midori, see, this is how it is.
Goes for the Oki throw and gets hit with the sword.
Classic combo. Oh, is he gonna get the combo again? Blocking he might be able to get it into the air. Graves doing a really good job, you know, countering this Midori. Midori's about to lose Dragon Form as well here, so gonna be at a disadvantage as well.
Yeah, one thing too is that there is a little bit of recovery after you exit Dragon Form, so you gotta be really careful as to when you go out of Dragon Form.
Oh, trying for 2 parries there, not getting anything off. He might get a tickle here. But the wind's pushing him too far back there.
Throwing the throwy guy, very dangerous. As you know, if you get a Yomi counter as Midori, you get full super meter.
Oh, just tickles him from behind.
Yeah, he was gonna land on that fireball, and if he was gonna do the butt slam, he was gonna get anti-aired. So that was pretty much checkmate at that point.
Grave doing a really good job. I believe that was a 3-0. For Grave. So that is currently a 6-1, 2-0 lead for the Rook Hugger. Obviously, who did the Rook Hugger get outed by here? Very good, very skillful player here.
Let's go check the bracket. He lost to Weezy, yeah.
Understandable. Weezy is a good player, very excellent player.
All right, so we'll see. This has been bad for Rook lately. We'll see if Organist can find a way around spiral spam here.
Yeah, definitely is going to have to use those claps to break these projectiles here. Getting a good grab in there for 2 damage. Using that landslide. Oh, this is not going to be enough to kill him, but definitely going to give him a huge advantage in this fight here. Rook, obviously, very...
Goes for the Oki.
vulnerable.
Oh, he's going to spin through this and take it. He's fine.
He's
fine. Yep.
No! Wow, very, very good play there from, the Rook, man. Using those vines in the air to spin through that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got projectile invincibility on startup, so he doesn't care if he trades. He's got 8 health.
Geiger doing tons of damage to Rook right off the hop. Gonna be landing. Unfortunately, no. Only one more hit needed.
Yeah, you can't use an armored move at 1 HP. You're just gonna go down. So.
Very good play from Geiger. You know, taking the game right off the bat. You know, being able to, I believe he did 4 damage straight off the hop there. Very strong.
Time spiral.
And so Rook just, the trick, oh no! Yeah, the trick really is to just try to get over the gears, but not be close enough to get hit by the flash gear. Okay, good. Save some time there.
Yeah, definitely just do a little bit of stalling. Might take 1 chip damage here, but, you know, nothing too wild.
There you go, the bait. He's got the Oki. Let's do the cross-up save. No, baits it again.
And this is going to do, again, putting Rook in an advantage here. That's super.
And
so
will it be a 3rd flash gear? No. Tries to
kick
yeah.
there. Ending round.
Yeah, it's a +3 on block kick. So if Geiger were to uppercut, he'd be fine. But you know, if he reads that he's going to get normal thrown, you just want to hit them while they're not blocking. Organist trying to put that boot into the startup of the time spiral.
Get nice and close to him. Earth
and walking him back.
Oh, not being close enough for the grab. Both players sitting on their super well. Oh, just jumping out of range for that. Very cool. Very cool.
Good armor.
Big punch.
Yeah, he's just using that to get out, but he might get punished from this range. Yeah, normal throw. Back in the corner. Back in the corner.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Now going to
wait it out.
All up big. Oh! Definitely going to be the end of this one. Rook's taking this on. Organist, way to go, man. Way to go.
Yeah, Rook with the... undefeated on Morningstar Sanctuary map, it seems like. He's got that, the stones around him just empower him.
All right, so we're going to see, is this our first refresh of the day?
I don't think so. I think we had a couple.
Now it's going to be Geiger, you know. Oh, yes, you're right. Geiger versus Midori. Another tough one, I feel, for Geiger, you know. Midori being a graph, we're getting into that close range here, but I feel like not having as much as the Rook. But, just kidding, Dragon Form is still so boosted. We know what it's capable of. Good vulnerable kick there.
Yeah, we'll see if Organist knows how to thread the needle here. He's got some tools. He's got less stuff to get through projectiles than Rook does, but yeah, I mean, Rook's got the air super to deal with this jump forward attack as well, and Midori does not. So it's really just going to be
just looking for the chip damage, trying to cheese him, forcing him into the air for a kick.
Yeah, I mean, just take the loss and Dragon Form in round 2, right? It's like a legit strategy as a Midori player. Doesn't wait
for the entire fight here, unless he gets zoned out.
I mean, typically, I want to wait. I don't want to just use it. I want to wait for a situation that's not going to be active enough to get that.
Tons of damage here. Tons of damage.
Oh, he's just...
I believe that was 4 almost with the super. That was incredible. You know, a couple
armor. It goes through it, but you got to make sure that you can actually get the throw.
Midori in a tough situation now, going 2-0 right now into this 3rd round.
Yeah, now he's in human form and he hasn't been successful yet.
No, it's, you know, getting that chip damage, trying to look for a pair here, trying to close this gap, but, you know, Geiger proving that not only is he, like, a capable zoner, but that close-range combat with those legs, man.
Oh, it's a perfect cross-up on that.
Getting around him, nice.
Can he punish this? Probably too far. Yeah, you guys go for the normal throw, but... Oh, no.
Pretty grim. Just gonna need that invulnerable kick.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just drop that last health bar. Really doing a great job, you know. Rook Hugger showing us again, you know, you're a very skilled, capable player, and he's going the distance in this loser bracket right now.
Okay, so we're going to get to another match pretty soon. I think it's going to be Tadazi versus Remy. So I'm just priming myself for that. Stream's getting ready too.
Really excellent, man. Congratulations, Rook Hugger. You know, taking one loss against the enemy Rook, not being able to hug yourself very easily. Obviously, very well done, Organist. You know, you did your best, man, playing against a skilled player. Maybe it wasn't your day. Maybe you weren't feeling too hot about that matchup. Thank you again for participating in today's tournament. Again, man, sign up for October's tournament. We have another one coming up soon. I'm gonna be able to hone your skills, come back with a fiery passion, and maybe take it home. Maybe you'll take it to Rook Hugger next time instead. Finish him off, 3-0 instead of the 3-1 that he hit you with today. Congratulations though.
Yeah, the more events we got, the more storylines we're gonna see. So
exactly.
Just keep the ball rolling with that.
Awesome. Very, very good.
So it looks like we got top 8 now. We got
I believe yes.
Merciful Hacker, Wolvie, and Neb in the winner side, and then Organist, Rook Hugger, Remy, and Tadazi in loser side. So we're gonna start streaming every match now from this point on. So no more battles off stream.
This is exciting. It's an exciting time here. Exciting time to be alive. I do believe you're right. We are going to be moving on to the Remy versus Tadazi matchup as well. Looking forward to this because we know Tadazi. I believe Tadazi the one who played that excellent Setsuki?
Yes, it was against Seaweezy. Yeah.
Yes. Very, very honestly strong plays. I'm hoping to see more of it. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it because that was really the definition of the rushdown. Just getting off against the wall and doing tons of damage. No holding back, just absolutely no breaks. So much damage so quickly, and that's Setsuki is that's where she's best. Yeah, that's where she's best. So yeah, it does look like we're gonna be jumping into this Tadazi, and let me see. We haven't seen Remy play yet today, if I'm correct here.
No, but he's in the bracket. He lost to Neb. And he beat Forever King. So this could be a hot one too.
Very big deal here. So, and we saw Forever King doing a very good job. Not too sure what the score was. Maybe it was close, but on that note, we're going to be jumping into this Remy versus Tadazi lobby right now, you guys.
This will be great fun.
Awesome. So Tadazi running Setsuki first. Going to be seeing that Setsuki versus Midori on or Remy using Midori here. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Both characters using purple skins. Gotta love it. Very colorful.
Yeah. So Midori. Oh, good bait. Wow. Yeah. So one of the big things about fighting against Midori is you have to worry a lot about whether he's going to do a normal throw against you or he's going to just chop you with his good neutral A combo into itself. So you're going to take 2 damage if you're wrong, like every time. And now he's glowing yellow, and you might not really know what that means yet. It's, trade!
Double KO. First one of the day here, I believe, as well. Very exciting. Purple Dragon from Midori, looking really classy here.
Oh yeah, but now the size of his hitbox makes it really easy to land these big 5 damage combos from Setsuki.
Oh my gosh, taking the Setsuki, not even getting hit once, perfecting the Midori here in dragon form as well.
Yeah, he's big, and the combo there was kunai into the jump. What? That's like the first frame you could actually catch that on the way down. That was really well done. It's a meaty regular throw into sweep. Trying to catch a button.
Oh, nice parry.
Excellent parry.
Very, very well.
Yeah, so that yellow stance that he gets after he gets a parry, that's it's kind of a throwback to E Honda's Ochio throw in like Super Turbo, where you could store up a command grab, and then if you were next to them, it would just perform it. It was like a bug. We kind of put it in as a feature because we just kind of liked it. Oh, I think the normal throw would be better there.
Is he going to be able to combo this into the end here? One more hit coming in. Kunai throwing it from the air and getting that. Wow,
Yeah.
Setsuki taking that dragon form down. And see, in this case here, we were talking about how strong dragon form is, but maybe human forms seem to prove better in this case,
Yeah, it depends on who's got the pressure on who, and like the dragon form can be very, very oppressive. It's just, it's very large and does not have a reversal outside of the command grab. So Setsuki's pretty airborne, and it can be tough to stop her. And you really got to decide if she's going to dive kick you or go with the command grab, because you got to decide if you're going to jump or if you're just going to try and block. It's very, very tough.
Couple fireballs coming in from Grave. Rook not wanting to take that chip damage, but sacrificing a point instead. Landslide as well. Doing a pretty good job now, getting tossed around here, and this is where Rook
Good Oki, yep, it's that safe jump. Gonna punish the sword. Yeah, after a normal throw, Rook gets really good Oki. He gets to do this really nice safe jump splash. If Grave goes for an uppercut, he's gonna whiff, and he can punish kind of anything. He can also do it a little bit early so that it crosses up. Good sword.
Very good sword. Now we're gonna see some fireballs. Great finds.
A little bit close. Grave just trying to keep him in the corner, but Rook's in, and
We're gonna see some deep damage. No, unfortunately, getting blocked, and now countering with Rook special here, doing so much damage, dude. 3 hit
up
points.
neutral A, and he jumps over it. Gets 3 damage combo.
No, good combo from Grave, but we've seen this Rook, man. Rook has been a heavy hitter this entire tournament today. Not really taking too many losses here. I can't think of when he took lots of losses here, but Rook actually still holding his own, closing that gap here. He might take, deep special from Grave, only going to be able to do 2 damage though. Coming in. It's a little bit risky, you know. I'm not 100% sure what Grave's strategy here is. A little bit cheesy, to be honest. It's pretty rude. Staying in the air, hitting him 3 or 4 times from the air.
Hey, I mean, Rook's got anti-air command grab super, and the air-to-air super is also extremely good for keeping pesky jumpers off of you. What's the mix-up? Jump through with the splash and gets the cross-up. And this is safe.
This is pretty good. Yeah. Unfortunately for Grave, not being able to do it and getting grabbed now. 2 hit, 2 damage, man. Rook, again, 3-1 on that victory. Congratulations, man. That was excellent. Going into the next match here, we have Geiger versus DeGray. A couple of guys with glasses. Going head-to-head, you know. A couple old dudes going at each other.
Round 1.
Yeah, these guys are, canon. They're buddies, DeGray, the political advisor and lawyer of Rook, and Geiger, head of science and operations at Morningstar Sanctuary. So they know each other pretty well.
You gotta like it, it's essentially an immortal and a guy who likes time.
Yeah,
they gotta be friends.
Guy who's cracked the code,
Yeah.
Maybe he'll go to the future and get like future DeGray, who's even more powered up.
Oh, you gotta love the veteran side of those storylines here. Yeah. Unfortunately for Geiger, being 0-1 right now. Nice toss.
Yeah, using that slow time spot. Oh, no, you don't want to get hit by that.
Perfect. Geiger taking that next round 2 with a perfect on DeGray here. The assist. Always gotta start the game with an assist here with DeGray.
Yeah.
Gotta be the man.
He didn't think that was going to hit. He didn't believe. He just got that neutral A and then didn't follow up the target combo. Good drop gear. Oh, is this counter hit?
Punch.
Damage.
Oh, tons of damage.
Yeah, if DeGray's air. Oh, the whiff.
Oh. Is Geiger going to be able to take this here?
He's got a new lease on life.
He's going for it. Taking that
Is he
risk.
going to justice kicks through this? He's going to wait.
Getting the grab.
Slowing him down.
Not being enough. Staying away. Missing the grab here. Oh.
Justice kicks. Invincible going through the projectile.
Square to his face. Geiger going down 2-1 for DeGray.
It was a plan. He wanted to build another meter before the next round, so he could start with full power, If he had beat him too fast, he wouldn't have had super. Oh, no, that was a poor usage of super there from Remy. Might have been a fat finger. Barely recovered off that.
Health right now. Geiger using his...
Can he sneak a pile bunker underneath that? No, too risky.
Not really, not with the range. You're gonna get blocked. Taking a little bit of chip damage, trying to keep that heavy health advantage here. Geiger taking a tiny bit of chip damage. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, he'll take that trade.
Gonna be taking the trade for a little bit of a win. So 2-2 right now. Gonna be a close game here. Geiger versus DeGray again.
This is Tadazi's game point right here.
Yeah, Remy really needs
this.
I'm
desync. I'm not gonna see the final minute.
I know. I also desynced, unfortunately.
Oh no. Let's see if we see.
Let's see. It's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, let's see if Remy takes the game and then we can get another match in there.
Hopefully our support staff's still in there with watching the match. Unfortunately, this is going to be... I don't know who's going to be taking this game here.
Yeah.
So if it does go to the next game, we're going to get into it. But if it doesn't, I guess that will be the win for Tadazi.
Indeed, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If there's no next match here.
So yeah, we are going to be taking a short break after this game, but I want to see some more matches. Let's hope that Remy takes this game and takes this round.
It's not looking too great considering the quantity of time and the amount of health that was left for these guys.
Yeah, it could be a long round though. Yeah, you started playing this game only a couple days ago, right? Like this is like your first experience with Fantasy Strike, mostly,
yes,
right?
And I've already learned so much. It's very watching. It's a difference between watching professional players play and me playing arcade against bots. So
Right. Yeah,
it makes a big difference. Being able to watch the combos, and the strategies that come into it. Baiting that chip damage into launching them into the air to avoid a fireball into a kick, and then it's like, pretty simple strategies like that go a long way for somebody who maybe doesn't have so much experience in this type of fighting game.
Yeah, I think the players are at menus, so I think it's pretty clear Tadazi took that final round there.
Yes, it does look like that. So congratulations to Zazie. You are going to be moving on to round 5 of the losers bracket, playing against the losers of round 4 in the winners bracket. So in the winners bracket, after a short break, we're going to be seeing some excellent games with Seaweezy against Merciful Hacker and Wolvie versus Neb. You guys are going to be taking a short 2 to 3 minute break. We'll be right back at you with some more Fantasy Strike in just a minute. welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being patient in Twitch chat. Us casters, we just need a quick water break every, at least in the middle at some time, you know, refresh our throats, get ourselves back excited to be here with you guys today. Before we get into round 4 of our winners bracket with C-Weezy versus Merciful Hacker, we are going to be doing another giveaway for you guys. So this giveaway is going to be Black Wake, the early access of a game called Black Wake. Awesome game again. You guys are going to see a trailer to my side here. I don't know, right or left. It's this side. The trailer's right here. Wow. Very excellent game. Looking forward to playing it actually myself as well. So everybody in Twitch chat, obviously you guys pay attention. We're going to be asking you guys the question right now. Which zoner emphasizes time and clockwork? I do need a full name. Thank you guys again for participating in today's tournament. Once again, you guys, I'm going to be asking you the same question for Black Wake, the early access. Which zoner emphasizes time and clockwork? You know, we've been memeing them out a little bit today. Which is a ton of fun. Seeing a couple really good games with said character as well. Very questionable plays. But you guys, first person to answer in Twitch chat will be going home with the early access to Black Wake. It does kind of give off some very similar vibes to that one other pirate game, which
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, yeah. Sea of Thieves. Amazing game as well. You know, please, you guys, first person to answer right now in Twitch chat is going to be going home with this amazing game, the early access for it. We do have really excellent games coming up with for you guys today with Weezy against, Merciful Hacker, you guys. Looking forward to this game. Looking forward to seeing some more C-Weezy. Looking forward to seeing some more Wolvie and Neb. Great players, obviously, you guys. It does look like we have our winner here, and I'm going to just confirm this with support staff because Arne said his last name, but Habusu said his full name first. So it does look like our support staff is confirming that Arne is the winner here. Excellent work. Thank you, CanSign. You're the best. Amazing again, guys. Amazing. Thank you again for participating in a giveaway. We do have one more for you guys today, so stay tuned for that as well. The last giveaway will be for Conan Exiles. Really great game, you guys, but stay tuned for that giveaway. Leo, we have C-Weezy versus Merciful next. What do you think of this next game here?
I think I saw this matchup last time, and Weezy ended up taking it, but it's just going to be a slobber knocker. I forget. Man, there's only 10 characters, but with the way Team Battle works, I can never remember like exactly who everyone's team is. It's because they switch a lot too, so it's tough to keep track of. But we'll see what we expect from Weezy. He's going to play his triple reversal, squad with the Grave, Jaina, and the Geiger. And I think Merciful also plays Setsuki. I don't exactly remember, so we'll see how that goes. That is the winner's side of the bracket. So winner of this game is going to go into the semifinals, and the loser will end up playing against, I believe it's Tadazi. Yeah, loser side will play against Tadazi. And then the next matchup we have after that, which is Wolvie versus Neb, the loser of that is going to face Rookhugger. So we got some good matches coming up, and looks like we're going to get into it right about now.
I am so happy. This is going to be the first LUM of the day. I've been waiting for it, man. I've been waiting for it for so long. I was worried we weren't going to see a LUM. Super stoked about that. We got the Geiger. We got the Val again. Jaina, another Geiger, and Grave here as well.
Right into it, too.
Yes, and we're going to be seeing LUM versus Geiger for the first match of the winner's side, round 4 here.
Round 1.
I am so excited to see this. So we got Merciful Hacker on LUM and C-Weezy.
Fireworks on the first throw. That's great.
That's incredible.
First point of chip damage. Another fireworks.
Another one here. Look at that risk playing on this Lum side of things. Look at beautiful, beautiful. Look at this spectacle. Lum going in deep here, showing Seaweezy what's going on here. And
Yeah, that's a rough way to start the round there.
very good.
Two
trade.
fireworks. That's disgusting.
Very, very good trade right at the end there for the Lums. The bombs. That was the bombs. Classic bombs. Watermelon, another really classic.
Getting a lot of bumps too. Yeah, trades and gets the juggle off the floor bomb there. Cloud. Oh, I can't believe that didn't hit. Counter hit gets the confirm into the forward A.
Oh, look at the dollar. Oh, that's weird. And the dice coming
Coin
in.
on gear. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
an easy chip setup there. He's just gonna try and throw as much crap around the screen as possible and get him to block it.
Lum finally getting some work done. You know, we get to see the
Perfect timing on that. Goes right through the time spiral, catches him on the anti-air, and then gets his health back by eating a cherry.
Goodness.
Looking
man.
good.
Looking really good. You know, hopefully we see some more Lum. Little baby panda coming out here. Going in for the gamble. Tossing so many things out.
2 coins, 1 bomb.
Bombs. Now Geiger playing a little bit more on the defensive side of things here. You know, there's the coin again. Going for that invulnerable kick we've seen time and time again. Good anti-air.
Yeah, you gotta get it on Lum. Make sure that he can't start his network of nonsense. We're just gonna try and chip him dead.
Doing lots of chip damage.
Take
Getting
his
the
shit.
health back. Oh, no.
Perfect flash gear at the end. He almost survived that by eating the cherry too. Like he would have been dead.
Not being quite enough, you know, just with that trade. Trading with the invulnerable hit, not going to be able to do any damage for that either. Lum's doing his thing, you know, tossing some ridiculous.
Oh, good counter hit.
Oh, nice roll there as well. Going into the... Oh, grabbing the health, but still, you know, taking some damage for it. Uh-oh, this is a little bit...
He used net -1 health after that exchange there.
Doesn't block it.
Juggles.
Undamaged. Oh, and that's really going to hurt. Geiger turning this game around, going from 2-0 to 2-2. Is this going to be a comeback for Geiger here? Lum not being able to hold on, getting no fireworks as well.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit less lucky with those rolls there. So this is a familiar sequence.
Time spiral.
See, Watermelon. Dude, those invulnerable kicks is taking 4 damage, just not being able to do anything back to Lum, or excuse me, Geiger here.
Got a cherry, but it's maybe too far gone at this point with the chip damage.
Gonna have to jump for it. Yeah, tried to.
Oh, the baby Lum protected him from the punish.
Getting cake for Geiger here for that +50 super. Coin going out. Couple coins going out. A lot of randomness here, you know. Now there's gonna be
He's
that
getting the
super.
coins when he needs them though. It's,
Well,
goes under, gets the throw. He's gonna be blocking though. 1, 2. That's
chip
it.
damage. That's it. Unfortunately, Lum getting unlucky, and that's the risk, right? That's literally the definition of Lum here. He is all about taking those risks. That's why he is a gambling panda.
Yeah, he's the improvisation guy. You know, like you gotta
Make it
throw
work.
some stuff out, make it work. And he honestly, like, if you don't get in his face, he's generally coming out ahead no matter what he's throwing. Like it's just awesome.
Round 1.
You see that Val versus Grave here. And you've seen Grave on that, sorry, Seaweezy on that Grave. Not even giving him a chance.
I've been on the receiving end of this many times, so I can already tell you how this is going to go. It's going to be a lot of Seaweezy reacting to Valerie's offense, keeping her back with wind, and if she can't walk him down and start hitting the startup of his moves just like that, right? He's got a bunch of stuff that just out-prioritizes her and good reversals.
Using the invulnerable slice through the super as well here.
Oh, he had... That was a chance at 3 damage there, but he didn't trust it.
Round 3.
See Wheezy, man, showing us that Grave gameplay. You know, this is looking pretty grave for Valerie here.
It's going to be 2.
Going for that.
And if Valerie tries to use the Chromatic Orb in neutral, kind of like randomly to stuff buttons, it's gonna be 3 and a mix-up. Nice.
Combo.
He can find ways to reversal through her stuff, so it's not as safe as it is against some characters.
Need a little kiss, looking for a fireball cheese here. Getting
And here comes
tossed.
the air super. Just gonna try and chip him out.
You know, good play from Valerie there. You know, using that super to get the advantage, getting the guard, and doing that last little bit of chip damage, getting behind him there. Excellent.
Yeah, it was gonna be tough for Grave to get out of that situation with 1 HP.
Here we go now. Grave doing his thing, you know, lots of aerial damage and just punished immediately. As soon as Grave gets that combo going, Valerie is just in so much trouble there.
Yeah, so first one he did the jump B to get the cross up, and then right after that, kind of faked it, because you have to guess which side he's going to be on. It's super quick.
Let's get this over
And if he
with.
can use the jump B to cross up, you have to block it the other way. If not, he'll kick you right in the face and be like a 3-hit combo. So it's pretty pick your poison. It's hard for her to get out of that if she doesn't have a chromatic orb to anti-air with.
So we got that merciful hacker on Geiger here against Seaweezy's Jaina.
Hands off!
Taking with the Yomi counter, gonna take that backhand to body shot. Favorite, honestly, Yomi counter in the game here. Geiger looking pretty low on that health stuff. Just taking a couple flame arrows right to the body here. Unfortunately, not being able to close that gap.
Yeah, tries to use that forward A to stuff the startup of the Jaina Flame Arrow. Let's see if he did it early enough.
This. There you go.
That was odd. I didn't expect him to cross up there. That was weird. They both kind of got blindsided by that. Oh no.
Oh, tons of damage from that air arrow.
Yep, punish reversal with forward A to fireball.
Yeah, very good. Very strong combo.
Fight.
Time
So it is 2-0 right now for Jaina. With that aerial special as well. Doing some arrow damage here. Looking for some chip. Not going to be enough. Geiger trying to close that gap, even being a zoner, not being able to get in there. Like we've seen the close range Geiger play. There we go.
It's kind of the onus of the person who's behind in the zoner matchup to try to get it on the other guy. Like, because if they just stand there and throw their stuff, it's just going to kind of stalemate out and you'll win on time. So like the person who's losing needs to make some kind of effort to get in and force the issue.
Oh, there's the Dragonite going into the air super here. Tons of arrows coming out. Unblockable arrow charge. What a cheesy play from Seaweezy, but well done nonetheless.
Yeah, cheese is the way. The one true path.
Might as well call him C Cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, aha.
We cheesy.
Yeah. We cheesy, dude. That's it. Obviously, very, very good play from Seaweezy. Unfortunately, again, merciful hacker, you're going to be dropped into the loser bracket, but that doesn't mean you're out of the tournament yet. You couldn't come back from this loser. We have Wolvie versus Neb. And we've seen Neb play, and Neb is the winner of the EU tournament.
Yeah, the first one we ran, yeah.
Yeah. And has also bested Seaweezy as well. So, something to make note of, Wolvie is in for quite a treat, to say the least here. But I'm
indeed.
looking forward to seeing this game. Obviously, to make it this far in the tournament, both players have to be quite skilled, regardless of who they're playing against. So obviously, congratulations, you guys, for making this as far. Wolvie, obviously, if you lose this game, or Neb, if you lose this game, you guys are not outed from the tournament. You will just be moving on to the losers bracket to climb your way back up to that grand championship here.
All right.
Looking forward to seeing this next game. So this, as a reminder, is Wolvie versus Neb, and let's just jump right into that next game.
Round
So we have Wolvie on Geiger and Neb on Midori. Looking forward to
Alright.
seeing this matchup. We've seen it
No.
a few times before, and
Desync.
unfortunately, the first match has to go down to a desync, which is fun.
Yeah, they're still playing, so that's all right.
Yeah, they're still playing. So however that game finishes up, we're going to be jumping into the next one. Unfortunately, there is going to be a little bit of errors because this game is in early access still, so we are going to be jumping back into the game.
But hey, at least you can jump back in. That's another important thing. We had to make sure that was up to speed before we decided to run online events here. Getting into game 2. Looks like Neb took the first round and he's in dragon form. And it's a full dragon form. Did he get there with a Yomi counter? We'll never know.
Too. Very interesting play. Geiger keeping his distance.
Yeah, Midori with that fantastic shallow jump arc in dragon form and really far-reaching forward attack when he lands. So you can get a lot of big 4-hit combos if they try to throw a projectile and you get right through it. He can also just do his sweep, which is nearly full screen with the tail, or just, command grab you through everything. It's got a lot of options. So getting out of the mix-up here, land that forward. Oh, too far.
Too far. Getting smushed again, that's what you're talking about
Parry
that.
command grab, yeah. It allows him to like block and throw at the same time with the same input. It's very dangerous. It's his reward for getting a successful parry, and he's playing that that orange Midori skin to get that tiny minuscule advantage of not being able to tell he's completely golden or not. There it is. Yeah.
Look at that long range sweep there with the tail here, taking it 3-0 for Neb currently. Midori versus Geiger. Geiger going down here. Wolvie now sitting on Jaina and Gray here.
Oh, I hope we see the gray mirror.
I don't think. Have we seen any mirrors?
Let's get it.
Look at this. Oh yeah, we saw the Jainas. Look at the Gray versus the Gray. Wolvie on Neb. So now this is actually quite a skill matchup here.
On the stage too. Library of Justice. Everything's just working out. It's like past DeGray versus future time DeGray.
It's looking good. Looking good here. Unfortunately, Wolvie taking tons of damage here. He's getting huge hits with those combos. Neb doing great work here.
Round 2.
Doing great work.
Fight.
Alright, I'm back in.
1-0. Currently, Neb doing so much damage. Unfortunately, Wolvie not getting any opportunities to make any counterplays at all. DeGray doing a really good job blocking most of his moves here and just going in at the perfect time, punishing those
safe
small
punch
from Wolvie here.
Yeah, a lot of this matchup is about knowing the frame data. You know, talk about easy fighting game. You still gotta go in there and know, okay, how plus am I after this mix up, and what can I get away with to get these counter hits? And in the DeGray versus DeGray matchup, it's even funnier because they both have the same data and they're both trying to do the same stuff to each other. Really good deep jump in there. 3 damage combo, bread and butter.
0 for Neb again. You know, Neb is just not holding back. He wants to take this all the way, going 2-0 right now in this current game. Jaina versus Valerie coming up next. Wolvie on Jaina, Neb on Valerie here.
I love this matchup too. I'm a Valerie player, so I get a lot of reps in against these, and it's just fun. Jaina's got the ability to keep her away with her uppercuts, and Val's got to get in, and she's got to weave through all the fireballs. But her game plan, yeah, we're on radiocast right now, guys. Sorry for the desync. But the game plan for Valerie is to push her to the corner and use her strong footsie tools to either poke out the fireballs before they come out, but stay just out of the range of her dive kick, because Jaina's dive kick is extremely impressive. As you see right here, she jumps in and she's going to keep on chaining it down and walking her back. So if you can get her to whiff one of those, Rainbow's in, Yomi counters. Gonna go for a disc.
Just being able to get in there. Look at that. Valerie holding on with 1 HP left, even after the dropkick assault like you were just talking about.
So just does the cross stroke and then shimmies out and reads the throw and gets the punish. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage into the rainbow.
Huge combo there. Tons of damage.
Neb with a convincing 3-0 victory there.
And we knew he was a top dog, you know, big contender in today's tournament. Unfortunately for Wolvie, you're going to be moving down to the loser's bracket. And actually, we're going to be seeing you play one more time here against the Rook Hugger. We know the Rook Hugger. We've seen him before. We've seen that gameplay. And the Rook Hugger's been making it all the way up that loser's bracket. You know, he's quite a skilled player here. So I'm looking forward to seeing this game. We have Wolvie versus the Rook Hugger. And Merciful Hacker versus Tadazi in the loser's bracket to try and move on to that loser's finals here. Or semifinals, excuse me.
Yeah. So let's see which one we're going to get into next. So the bracket back into the Twitch chat so you guys can follow along.
Congratulations again to Neb. Obviously, we've been waiting for this matchup in the winners semifinals here. You know, that Wheezy versus Neb. Looking forward to seeing this. Loser of that match will be moving on to the losers final round as well, just to try to get their redemption round into the grand championship here today. It does look like we're going to be playing Tadazi versus Merciful Hacker. Sorry, that was my mistake here. It does look like we are going to be seeing those guys play, and we've seen Tadazi. We're going to see that Setsuki. I know we are. And Merciful Hacker did give Seaweezy a fair bit of a running here, so I'm actually very interested to seeing this, how this plays out. And the thing is, Tadazi, excuse me if I'm wrong, did get outed by Wheezy here as well. So these are both players who have been outed by Seaweezy here. Merciful Hacker, and Tadazi. So winner of this game is going to be definitely looking for that grudge match.
Yeah,
well.
they're gonna face the winner of Wolvie and Rook Hugger. So yeah, we're getting down to it, down to top 6 now. So almost to the end.
Does look like we are going to be jumping in this game. So quick reminder, this is Merciful Hacker versus Tadazi here. We'll be right back, guys. Awesome. So we are gonna see the Lum again, which is so exciting. We got a Lum, we got a Geiger, Merciful Hacker again on that Lum. We saw a very skillful player earlier on the Lum. Just got a little bit unlucky here.
Yeah, and he got his Geiger matchup like last time too. Juggle onto the Tiny Panda and the forward A.
Trying to get that health before Geiger gets that opportunity to.
And good block, you know you don't get to push buttons after that back A. You just gotta hold it.
Rolling into the gear there.
Yeah, use that melon to not get hit by the bomb. And he's just gonna go for it. Yeah, let's get that chip pressure down.
That's what he's looking for. Trying to throw out as many things.
2 and 3. Easy peasy.
That chip damage. Couldn't do really anything in that situation, unfortunately. Just had to kind of accept it as well.
Time spiral. Flash gear.
Yeah, so just don't get in that position at all. Gets that neutral A to the ball confirm. So he was gonna roll the dice this time. I think he's gonna land on that gear though. Oh no, just barely not. Okay, Tadazi trying to...
Sending a couple of them around here, getting that chip damage. Ooh, giving him Geiger a couple of super here. Only needs one more hit though. See if we can get lucky on a few tosses. Going into the trap.
Oh, that was actually almost a brilliant move where like the bomb was barely like out of the range of the flash gear. And it's like if he could have baited him, oh no.
Going to be taking tons of damage here with that super still being up as well. Going to take tons of chip damage. Going to be able to get a kick in. Not enough
Nice
grabbing though.
But yeah, Merciful Hacker, like if he had, he almost baited Tadazi to use flash gear to go and beat the polar cartwheel, and then he would have died to the bomb. That was like incredible. Go melon, get the cherry.
Evening it out again, getting that chip damage very, very close. And vulnerable kick again. See, tons of power. There's that step kick like we've seen time and time again.
Yeah, Tadazi, that was like really good spacing from Tadazi too, because again, if you miss that, you're gonna get punished for 2.
Vulnerable kick doing tons of damage. Rolling into the gear as well.
I think he's got in.
We're gonna go through.
Oh no!
Terrible position to be in, unfortunately. Getting lucky with a few of those. Throwing the dice again. We've seen this before.
Covered by the baby panda.
Yeah, very good play here.
Still up.
Be able to get in there.
Oh, he's trying to boop it to just beat the startup of something there. Baby panda marching across the map, but not quite fast enough.
See if we can get a little bit of chip damage. Manages to get a firework going off now too. First time in a while.
Okay.
Vulnerable kick.
All right, bailed out.
Trade. Couple watermelons. There's a cherry.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, going to Geiger, getting a cherry again here. There's some luck. Landing on the gear though. Oh man, this isn't looking super good for Lum here. Oh, now finally getting
Counter hit, but it was too far away, and he delayed the cancel.
Cherry again. Geiger getting a second cherry this game.
Yeah, it was rough.
I feel as though Lum was, he was throwing out those treats and then trying to recover them, but Geiger was just waiting there as a counter.
Yeah, having a bake sale.
Yeah.
He just needed to throw down some, maybe a ground super to get some more pressure going or get dice out, but it's so tough when Geiger has super on deck as well, because he can just time spiral underneath you, or time stop underneath you when you jump into the air to do the dice. Let's see if Merciful Hacker can keep off the Tadazi Setsuki Ninja Storm here. So it's tough. It's really hard, but they got the tools.
Yeah, there's that kick we've seen time and time again. That invulnerable kick is devastating. Keeping her in the corner is a very strong play.
Oh, he knew. How did he know? I guess the option there is like either you're gonna get comboed and take it, or you might as well let go of your controls.
Wow, honestly, zoning Tadazi's Setsuki with all those gears, underneath, on top. Very good play from...
Yeah, that Yomi counter was clutch. It's the flash gear, sets up the slow time spiral. Just gonna try and get Tadazi to stand on it. Wow, nice walk-up throw.
It's actually...
Another one
here.
And here we go, it's chipping it out.
Huge pressure coming in from Merciful Hacker on that Geiger here against the Setsuki, man. That was a ton of pressure. Very, very quick round.
Yep.
That invulnerable kick is like Jaina's Dragon Heart, but without any consequence. lines. It's very, very strong.
Yeah, it's the issue with it is that you need to have charge. So if he's moving forward, he can't utilize it. It's like she can walk forward and then do it and go through a projectile, but he has to be standing still. That's his actual limitation.
Tadazi's finally getting a win off here with that huge rush.
Yeah, 4 damage combo there. Yeah, jump cape to the dive kick to the neutral A to the super. He's gonna try and slide in maybe with the dive kick. Yep.
Threaded the needle so perfectly. Gonna be in a little bit of a tight spot.
You can take one from that maybe. Let's see. Okay, this is what Geiger wants. He wants to keep Setsuki in the corner.
Use that chip damage. Trying to get out of there. Whoa! Using that, well, that's the kick again, you know, that upward kick. Very, very powerful and vulnerable. Taking down Tadazi Setsuki. So now we're actually going to be seeing Tadazi on that rook play against Val. We've seen this before, so currently it's 1-1.
Don't let me get close.
This is a really good game so far.
It's gonna be a marathon. I might go to game 5.
Round 1.
So yeah, let's see if Merciful Hacker knows the Valerie tech, because it's hard for her, but she has stuff she can do. After that situation, oh what?
Oh, unfortunately,
That was like the perfect spacing there. Oh, that's checkmate.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. So much damage all at once. Very strong play.
Yeah, it's just a chip set up there. There's no way out of that.
Perfecting the rook actually as well. Merciful Hacker doing some work on Valerie here, but now officially taking the first damage of.
Baits the Yumi counter, and that's it. Yeah, just like that, the other way.
Yep. Very, very fast. First person to get those moves in.
Round 3.
Seems to be taking it right now.
Yeah, they both have really strong, like, oh, that's a grab.
That's gonna hurt. You know,
We'll still take that trade.
Damage, but that's more than half of Val's health already here, and that's gonna be it again.
Yeah, tick throw. So yeah, that neutral attack, that sweep, it gets the knockdown if you connect with it. So if she thinks he's gonna normal throw, it beats the Yomi counter, right? Because she's not blocking. But then right after you do it, you're +3. So you get to either do it again or go for a normal throw or any other variety of stuff. So
Gonna get that chip damage. Not being enough. Now taking that grab 2
what's the
damage.
Yoki? Safe jump splash, gets the thing, doesn't confirm to the forward A, which would have killed, and then
That's the rook. I don't think
Yeah.
you know the rook, man, has been such a heavy hitter in this tournament today. Obviously, well, the guy's made out of rooks, so it's a very, very hard, very, very strong competitor.
now he's got a crown, so he's a king in addition.
So are we going to see Tadazi Setsuki come back in this game? So we got to rush down meta here.
Oh man, I could talk about this one. This is an extremely volatile matchup. It's kind of like whichever character can start on the other one first, which right now it's Setsuki show at the moment. You kind of want to just be on top of the other character, and if you can prevent them from using their stuff, it's so bad. It's like it's a matchup that I would never want to play in a tournament because of how volatile it is, even though it's pretty even.
Very fast.
It's crazy, yeah. They're both so airborne, they both want to just lock each other down, and neither of them really have the options to keep the other off of them, so it's getting throw loops here in the corners and go into a rainbow disc, get the media attack, another throw, and then we get the chip pressure. Yeah, solid.
Very good play, very, very quick action here. You see both these players very, very fast. You know, their characters obviously meant to be played this way.
Oh, the anti-air back A to beat the cape. That is crazy.
Perfect.
Because that's like on a razor's edge. That could have been a 4 damage combo the other way. And that's what's nuts here, is that Tadazi lands like a, back A to beat the throw, and he's going to go into the disc setup.
That's going to be it.
Can Tadazi get out? No, gets thrown. So you got to bravely stand still and not do anything so you can Yomi counter that throw. While a disc is descending on you. It's absolutely nuts.
Terrifying.
Yeah. And you got 1 HP.
Going into game 5, we got Lum versus Setsuki. Is like Gambling Panda going to be able to beat the Shinobi here?
This is actually Lum's hardest matchup. He doesn't have an actual legit reversal. He's got to keep her out. And if he can't, then it's going to go downhill real fast for him. So let's see if Merciful Hacker has luck on his side, as they say.
He's going to be tossing as much as he can out of there. Doing some
perfect spacing.
Trying to get that coin out. Another coin. Oh, those coins are... Oh, no. Cherry going on to Setsuki, though.
And this is exactly what she wants. Put him in the corner. That 1 HP didn't even matter at that point. It mattered that it wasn't a coin, or it wasn't a bomb, or some other thing that he needed.
What?
Look at this. There's the cherry coming out.
Very good.
That health. Now officially doing some damage. Going in for that special. Unfortunately,
Interrupted out of the jackpot.
Interrupted. That's super unlucky. But he is going to take the trade for a 1-to-1. This is a very, very close matchup so far. You know, rounds going in 2-2 wins for both players.
Oh, that was ambitious.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to eat all that. He can't. No, he's dead.
Combo. Setsuki going in for a perfect. Tadazi really lucky on this matchup here, you know.
Round 4.
Yeah, it just happens out this way. I mean, if Setsuki had won another matchup, then he'd already have won. So it's just that's gonna get stuffed. Oh no, he got it.
There you go. There's a couple things going out. Not a lot going out at once.
Oh, he got hit by his own bomb.
Now getting comboed here for that. Not enough for a chip damage. Very, very
That was
close.
a really good read. And
into
the
this
perfectly
gap.
spaced teleport kick that when you hit with just the right end of that active frames, it combos into itself for 2.
Beautiful play by Tadazi. Tadazi, congratulations. You're going to be moving on to the losers semifinals, I believe. Very close game, you guys. You know, obviously both very skilled players. Exceptional plays overall. Amazing work, you guys. Unfortunately, Merciful Hacker, you have been outed of the tournament. But again, don't forget to sign up, guys. Sign-ups are open for our tournament on October 6th, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's right.
You know? Perfect. So if you guys do get out of the tournament, if you do want to win some more fun prizes, please feel free to sign up for our tournament in October, you guys. We have our support staff linking it right now in the chat, you guys. Lots of great prizes to be won, lots of opportunities to redeem yourself. And it does look like we are going to be moving on to Wolvie versus the Rook Hugger as well.
I'm excited for that.
Very excited to see that Rook
I
game.
know Rook Hugger is like your new favorite player, so
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I'm cheering, I'm cheering on the Rook Hugger. I'm loving. I was very skeptical about seeing Rook in this tournament at the beginning, as he's, for me personally, I'm not much of a very slow, bulky sort of player. I like the quick gameplay. I like the zoning gameplay. I'm not very good at getting in close and being able to do damage. But in that note, you guys, let's see the Rook Hugger versus Wolvie in this round 5 of the losers bracket. Awesome. So it does look like we have some Rooks. We have some DeGray. We got a Jaina.
we have 6 unique characters this time. No, we got 2 Geigers. Looks like if
Might be
he selects this purple Geiger here, but yeah, we got DeGray. I hope we see a DeGray versus Rook, which we haven't seen yet. That matchup's really interesting because DeGray actually has some armor break moves that their job is to beat stuff like Rook Super and his command grab. So Rook can't just like see DeGray do a backdash and then counter it with a super or something. So there's a lot of interesting gameplay that comes out of those 2 fighting in particular because DeGray has to get in to win. The Ghost is very disruptive to Rook because he just gets grabbed by it. And the armored moves that he would like to use that would typically go through projectiles, they don't go through the Ghost. The Ghost just grabs him, so it's really rough. So really interesting matchup. And
I thought we were going to get it, but it's going to be the versus Geiger in game number 1 of the losers round 5 bracket here.
Heading to Mirkwood Marsh. Latest stage put in the game, Argergarg's level.
We got Wolvie on Jaina versus the Rook Hugger on Geiger here.
Yeah, so I like this matchup. It's just unique. Like, they both have such interesting playstyles, and they have ways to break the stalemate with the charged fireballs, time stop, rain of arrows, rain of fire.
Lots of things to get in.
Yeah, so they have to rush each other down a little bit. They got to zone each other a little bit. You kind of see a lot of both characters' kits in that sense, and I like that a lot.
There you go. So there's that unblockable. Trying to get close to the gap, but not being able to get there in time.
Oh, gets a good jump in, and you gotta go for it.
Vulnerable kick. Oh, some more flash gears and the aerial kick to win that first match here. So it is Geiger 1, Jaina 0 here. Gotta love that start. Every character's got their basic start. We got Geiger with his flash gear. We got DeGray with his assist. Everybody, oh! I was really hoping she'd land on that for the juggle, but there it is again.
Time spiral.
That wasn't an unblockable. I believe that was just a piercing one. She's gonna land on that flash.
KO.
Going in
Yeah.
for that invulnerable kick.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I do
So
believe
very good.
From the gear though, not the kick.
Time spiral.
Either way, it's like you just want to use it to get in when she jumps. It's like time stop is so cool because it's like a full screen fireball punish. It's like an anti-air from across the screen. So oh yeah, good hold.
Time spiral.
Able to keep him away, using that aerial super again.
Drop gear.
Doing a little bit of chip damage, trying to get close. Good grab here. There's that downward kick we've seen
Clockwork.
time and time again here. Now using his aerial super. Jaina's definitely doing a good job keeping the distance here.
Yeah, it's probably gonna fizzle out before it gets there though. He did it a little bit too far and he couldn't hold her against the back of the screen.
That piercing shot as well. One up for the super again, you know?
Careful.
Boom. Oh, didn't hold it long enough. If it held just a little bit longer, it would have been unblockable. Oh no.
That Dragon Heart, but getting grabbed immediately after being punished for it. Geiger taking the first game.
You gotta,
3-0.
you gotta respect the 1 HP Dragon Heart attempts, right? Like what do you got to lose?
Game 2.
You're right. You gotta go for it. You know, it also knocks them very far back, so you can keep that range,
Let the test
especially as a zoner
Don't let
like
me get
Jaina.
close.
But now we're gonna see the Rook main playing his favorite character, Rook. So we are gonna see that Rook versus Geiger matchup on Wolvie as Geiger, Rook Hugger as Rook. Here we go, using that Rook default skin. Looks amazing.
Yeah. Nice time with the you got the home court advantage there for Geiger now.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Unfortunately, was desynced from that one.
Yeah, I dropped. Hopefully the stream's still going.
Yeah, I hope. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So it does look like both of us are out of this one, but I'm. You know what? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take an educated guess. Going to Rook. Calling it. Rook Hugger is currently ahead, coming in from our support staff, spectating the game.
KO.
Looking like and Rook Hugger took that game and called it. You know, I love the Rooks. Rooks have been rather undefeated, I think, today. Here.
They're doing pretty good. They got through a Jaina player earlier too, so that's good for us to see.
It says a lot. Yeah, it says quite a lot.
Oh, trying to beat the like the jump kick from Geiger there, because if you just do the headbutt in the sky, you'll catch his leg and then you'll trade, but sometimes depends on the spacing of it.
Landslide. It's tough.
Oh, no.
Juggled right now. Geiger currently in the lead in this fight here. Rook, if you can get a few good grapples off here, gonna try to take it.
I don't think he's gonna be able to get in.
I got faith.
Oh.
I got faith. Get in there, Rook.
Yeah, the gear actually, I thought the gear would touch, but it didn't. So that, you know,
That was lucky. Missing the Earthshaker. Oh, trying to get the Earthshaker. Landslide going in for the punch. Not gonna be enough. Closing the gap though, finally, but landing on a fist.
if he had jumped a little bit earlier, he could have got a 3 damage punish off that gear.
Fight.
But it was really good timing on the earthquake right before that, because it stopped the. Oh no!
Not gonna reach, unfortunately, for Rook here.
Oh, he missed the 3 damage punish there too.
Getting in with that
hitting
vulnerable
buttons.
flash here coming out too. Oh, nice.
Thunderclap, perfectly spaced, breaks the time spiral and gets the anti-air. This, he might actually get hit by this gear. No, it caught it. Perfect.
Very good. Now using those Earthshakers. Just
Very nice.
tickle him down a little bit, not being able to throw. Oh, very good grab here. Geiger going
Magnetism to the normal throw. That was a masterful round by Rook Hugger. Like he navigated the air super really well. He caught the forward A poke with his command grab all the way across the screen, and then finishes it up with a normal throw. Very well played.
Drop gear.
You can see how much Geiger's jumping in the air to try and avoid those Earthshakers here. Coming in with the landslide, closing that gap. Are we gonna see a kick? We haven't seen the oh, there it is. Yeah.
Gonna catch him out of the sky with that one. Oh, so active. Is this gonna
be
touch now?
enough. Unfortunately,
Time spiral.
Rook Hugger
Got that anti-air.
behind here. Nice slow strut.
Yeah, he knew not to push the button there.
Absolutely. Trying to get in close with that landslide again. Earthshaker.
Okay.
More time. Getting in close. Not getting into the deep damage. Closing in the gap. Unfortunate that invulnerable kick again from Geiger. We've seen it again. 2-2 right now. Is this going to be the first loss on Rook Hugger's Rook?
Time spiral.
I don't know.
I'm interested to see Geiger doing a really good job playing that zoning capability. You know, that's what he's built for. He's built for that zoning, tossing those flash gears out. We're gonna see a lot of Earthshakers now because this has been the strategy the whole time. As soon as
Yeah, he's far enough back to where the Cyclone Revolution is going to dissipate before it gets to him, and
Drop gear.
That's just... Oh, he's going to fade out.
Just missing.
And command grab.
This is a great grab, doing 2 damage. You know, sending some fear into
Oh,
that Yomi as well.
Normal throw is going to do the safe jump. And, yeah, it just reversals out.
There you go. Landslide to get close again. Earthshake gonna try and seal that up. Has to jump over the flash gear though.
Oh, man.
Getting him closer to the corner, however. Gonna have to block this flash gear. Not gonna have enough time for the gap.
Yep, so it's going to take maybe one... Oh, no, that was bad. Oh, actually he got bailed out from that. No, that was a great... Oh, headbutt's going to fall on him.
Missed.
If he had just blocked that, it would have been over. Oh,
Trying to get that
throw,
last
so close.
He just needs that one last tickle. Unfortunately, Rook going down for the first time. Rook Hugger losing a
Oh, man.
match.
If he had thrown a little... If he had just blocked that last flash gear, he would have taken that game. So both Geigers are retired now, got their crowns on their heads. And we get to see DeGray versus Grave.
You haven't practiced
Very
enough.
close game there. Wow, incredible.
So yeah, DeGray's going to be trying to get in against the Grave. He can use, after his counterpoint step, he can use the Justice Kick, which is invincible, to approach and get through a fireball. Like our streamer desynced, but I'm still in the game. I'm going to be doing some radio commentary here. So, oh, epic Yomi counter there against, like, DeGray just pushes Grave full screen with the Yomi counter. Trying to weave in some of those back attacks to get a counter hit. Gets, oh, he doesn't go for the big punish. He got it. Oh, is this going to counter hit? Counter hit, 3 damage. So Grave did a jump C to try to do the win and keep it forward, and then DeGray with the big final arbiter, closing it out.
Here's the assist, but unfortunately, here's the wind again. Does wind prevent the ghost? You know, the range on the
From
ghost.
moving forward?
Yes.
I think it does. I think it's countered as a projectile internally, but it might not. That was nice.
Oh, excellent Yomi counter there. Spooky ghost play here. Getting that full super bar for the next round here as well. Gonna be at a little
Good late neutral A there. Not bad.
Assist.
We'll see that assist coming out classic.
Safe punch. Frame trap. Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
6-hit combo. That was
Round
incredible. You know, dropped him from 100 to 0 in a matter of seconds.
Second hit. Counter hit. 3 damage in for Wolvie.
As well, Hugger going in for a little bit of a tickler here, just trying to break the ice a little bit.
Oh no. 1, 2.
Just needs one more hit in. Looking for
That's it.
Just into the uppercut. Or elbow? Is that an elbow?
Elbow, yeah. People's elbow. Yeah.
People, hit him with the people's elbow. Excellent play, you know. Wow, going 2-1 right now for Wolvie. Rook Hugger having to play from behind here. Hopefully getting that rook
Don't let me
again.
get close.
He's gonna have to win with all 3, so we will see it if he's gonna take this game.
This might go into game 5 here as well. Jaina versus Rook. We've seen this matchup before. Jaina's just got to keep that very long range listen.
And we won't see first round, but we'll wait till the next one because we got to get back into that one.
Unfortunately, lots of desyncs coming into these last few games here of today's tournament.
Yep, sorry about that. As a developer, I apologize, but we'll we're gonna get some logs from the streamers and the people, so we can sort of work on that internally after the game. Remind me to let you guys know about that. Yeah, we gotta get some logs. So I'll show you guys how to do that later. But that's us. That's not you guys. So you guys don't worry about that, streamers. Twitch chat.
All right, so it does look like we're probably going to be jumping in the next game here. It is a Rook versus Jaina, so it is a little bit more of a prolonged match, especially if Rook can't close these gaps.
Yeah, the rounds tend to be a bit long, and it looks like Rook actually took that one though, but it takes some time, you know.
Took some time, yeah. Rook's got to get in close. You know, Jaina's got those long range abilities.
Oh yeah, trying to use that knee, but if you mistime that and misspace that, that's safe. That is safe. Normal throw again. And what's the mix-up? He's gonna do safe jump into. Oh, he didn't block the dragon harp. He had the right idea though.
Landslide coming in close, using that armor, not getting in close, being able to hit that last landslide. Unfortunately, Jaina choosing to jump right at the end there as well.
Yeah, that was really good safe jump too, because if he had blocked Jaina's uppercut, that's exactly what you want. You do like a safe jump after the knockdown, and even if they uppercut or do a reversal, you're still just sitting on the ground blocking, and that's exactly what Rook wants. Oh,
that
good.
Armor to block the Dragonheart into a grab, doing 3 total damage to Jaina, especially because she did 1 to herself.
Yep. Oh, good trade.
But yeah, interesting trade. You know, jumping into that is very
We did that a little bit too late, because you can actually make that that uppercut safe when the Rain of Arrows is coming down, but that's going to be an easy 3-0 there for Rookhugger's Rook against Jaina. And now we got the sibling rivalry final round, game 5.
Over with.
Jaina Stormborn
You
against
have
Grave
practiced
Stormborn.
enough.
This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, so winner of this little best of 5 contest here is going to take the match. He's going to move on to
Fight.
face Tadazi, losers round 6. Keep on getting booted out of these.
It's quite unfortunate. It must be
It's like the first round. Yeah, it's like the first round keeps on happening, and then that's good though from our standpoint, because it seems like it's a consistent problem, and consistent errors can be fixed. So
yes.
we'll get that handled for the hopefully by October for that next tournament. October 6th coming at you guys. That transition there.
Graves against Jaina here. This is going to be a good one. It's good. It's even in the health bars, you know, it's going to be a lot of the skills. We're going to see a lot of punishing plays here as well. If we do see some mistakes, you know, we have that invulnerable chop that leaves Grave at a huge disadvantage. But as well as his wind going up against Jaina's. So we got Grave winning the first game here. A little bit of a longer one, a little bit of a longer little bout. I'm going to see a couple
Yeah,
fire-
it can be that way.
some chip damage coming in as well.
Wind summon.
Just the wind. Very, very strong against Jaina, you know, with those flame arrows. Going in for that piercing shot does land a hit. Now going for that aerial super as well.
Oh, barely missed the last. So the middle arrow of the Rain of Fire.
Wind summon.
You know, the buff fireballs do tons of speed,
Ooh.
very quick. Oh, almost gets it. And with the last hit as well, getting in, closing that Jaina off against the wall there. Obviously, very, very strong play. Both going for a quick trade right at the beginning. Going 2-0 for the Rookhugger right now. Rookhugger doesn't want to be out in this tournament, but neither does Wolvie. They're doing their best. Is that going to be?
No.
Fortunately not.
Yeah, keeping Wolvie alive in this match. Oh, he's just gonna walk up and sword.
Strong and vulnerable. Here comes the fireballs. Oh, jumping a little early. Using that prolonged one. Dragonheart
Desperation.
getting. There's that.
Unblockable. He waited.
Unblockable. And see that shot also travels very, very quickly as well.
Yeah, so Rookhugger had to guess when to jump because he wanted to just jump over it and get the jump A punished, but you know, nice. So he's starting to figure out the spacing so that he can hold them for anti-air. It's that chip.
There's that drop kick and the
Yeah,
quick
tick throw.
grab.
Oh, good bait.
Deep, unfortunately blocked again. Not being able to get those supers off. Doing tons of work right now.
That was such good bait there.
Is Grave gonna be able to get close here? Unfortunately, no. This is gonna go 2-2 in the
Down to the
last
wire, yeah.
fight
Round 5.
of this round 5 here, losers bracket. So now this is gonna be incredibly close. Winner of this next match, high pressure on both players right now. Must be absolutely so much anxiety.
That's so hard.
I can only imagine how these guys are feeling right now. A lot of cheese coming in. Here's the charge shot, jumping over it, going for that forward.
Just doesn't block it. No,
Not
he just
gonna be enough. So much cheese coming in. Is he gonna be able to make a play here? Go for that super.
block it.
It's gonna be
He didn't
blocked.
block it. He pushed the button.
Deep. Oh my goodness, the Rookhugger holding on to the last thread here. Very, very close game. Wolvie, I am so sorry, man. Rookhugger, though, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Crazy game. You know, going 2-2 and then going 2-2 at the end, man. Incredible match to watch. Very, very fun to spectate. I'm honestly so proud of both players. You know, making it this far in the tournament, not easy. Not easy at all. You know, being outed by Neb and Wheezy is it hurts. But you know, Rookhugger, congratulations, man. You are going to be moving on to the round 6 of the losers bracket. And it
We'll
does
face
look like
Tadasi there, yeah, but we're gonna get
Does
into the winner's side now.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
versus Neb. We got Wheezy's versus Neb here. This is a game we've all been waiting for. It's not the grand finals. It is actually the winner's semifinals. The winner of this will be moving on to
To winners finals, yeah.
Yeah.
To the grand final. Yeah, this is it. This is the winners
is
finals basically. Yeah, and then the grand finals is after this. So yeah.
So this, yeah, I believe so. So it'll be C Wheezy versus Neb in this next matchup, and then the loser of this matchup will move on to the last round of the losers bracket, where they will play the winner of the Rookhugger versus Tadazi.
Indeed.
And
Yeah, we're just getting those players ready there.
I'm excited for this next
Yeah,
game.
it's gonna be good.
We got Neb versus Wheezy. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what you and me, Leo, have been waiting for. You know, we have the best NA player against the best EU player right now.
Yeah, I want to see if Neb's Midori can take a game against any of Wheezy's roster because he's just so strong. And let's get into it. We're almost there, guys. Let's go.
So it looks like we got some very, very quick picks here. We got a Midori, we got a Val, we got a Gray,
Let's get this over
Geiger, Jaina, and this is a
all 6 unique characters. Yeah,
all unique characters here. So we got Neb on DeGray versus Wheezy on Jaina. This is also a little bit of a sports match. Obviously, they've played against each other before, so they're really anticipating this next decision.
yeah. So they know each other. They've played a bunch online. They're in the quick match all the time, and this is just Saturday morning to these guys.
Perfect.
Yeah. So just Wheezy with the stellar zoning, just keeping DeGray out, using the jump A, like the dive kick, as a way to control the airspace, using forward A to stop the jump ins. Go! Wow, safe spacing on the pile bunker there from DeGray, Tyrant Crusher, and gets thrown for it.
Rain of fire!
So the Ghost does go through fireballs, but it's just tough to get lots of value in this matchup in particular. Yeah, counter hit forward A can just be juggled into either of the normal attacks.
Fight.
So it's looking pretty solidly Wheezy at the moment. Going for that counter hit neutral jump A that can combo into a pile bunker. Yeah, he's fishing for it. He knows he needs to do some big plays to win, so counter hit forward A. Just trying to walk out of range of that dive kick into normal throw. Pressure string. Arbiter to get in. Didn't believe. Just stops target combo after the first hit.
Rain of fire!
Oh, pile bunker. Oh, just barely miss. Now he's getting walked down. He's got the super, but Wheezy knows better. He's going to try and do some fake out dive kicks to get him to waste his super and then throw him. Oh, and he thought the ghost would eat the fireball and he just took a step. Brutal. So game 1 goes to see Wheezy, and we'll see what matchup we get next.
Jaina too. Hey, super impressive. Really great plays from Wheezy here. So we do have the Midori versus a Geiger.
Yeah, now we can put this matchup to rest. Who wins it? Is it Midori or Geiger? Because it's pretty hotly contested. I know Serlin believes that Midori wins because the shallow jump arc on the jump A is very good.
Oh,
but
damage on that 3-hit combo right.
And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and you can use that neutral jump. I think we have a spectator, or our streamer has desynced here, but I'm still gonna try my best to paint the picture here for you guys. So Wheezy's walking Midori into the corner. He's got Cyclone Revolution up, and he's just pushing him into the wall. 3 HP Midori to 2 HP Geiger. And Neb trying to just survive until Dragon Form.
Lots and lots of chip damage. Not going to be using that Dragon Form right away. Going down, actually. Midori going down right now. Geiger taking it 1-0.
Yeah, he just walked up and threw him. Get a slow gear, and he's going to just keep on pressuring with those. He's got to be careful. He can't just throw a gear all willy-nilly because Midori can activate Dragon Form and then punish it depending on what type of thing he throws and at what range. Good counter hit jump in for half his health.
There it is.
This is going to be a sweep. Yep, beat the startup of the move and walk up throw.
Going to be starting the next round with nearly a full dragon as well. Going to be a close.
Let's see what the opening play is here. He's just going to walk it out. Use that shallow jump arc. And Wheezy doesn't want to play. He just wants to throw that. We're going to thread the needle with the talent swoop. Probably dangerous.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to accept it. You know, take the stall.
1, 2, 3, 4 though.
Big damage. You know,
gets the value. He just didn't block it. I think he thought he had time to do a flash gear there, and he just didn't.
Fight.
Midori currently taking it 2-1 here.
Okay, again, apologies for desyncs, guys. Got an NA versus EU battle, and if you can't tell, the connection's actually still pretty solid.
going on here?
So now we got
classic
a dragon farm.
Flash Gear, both sitting on their supers as well. Health bar's looking pretty even. Geiger currently actually down though. 1-2. You can see this. Both supers coming out right now.
What will Neb do here? Yeah, I was gonna go for trying to land the sweep on the falling Geiger there. But Wheezy's just trying to waste time. He just wants Dragon Form to end so he can get back to beating his human form. Oh, what a trap.
Big horrible kick here. Now losing it. Gonna walk, just, losing the Dragon Form into the Flash Gear, into the combo. Holy moly.
Yeah, because once you drop out of Dragon Form, you are in recovery frames, and he can just drop a gear on you and then punish you after that.
This Geiger, Wheezy doing a really good job countering those neutral jumps, with that invulnerable forward kick here. There's that step kick
Clockwork.
a few times as well. It's a very good play. You kind of close the gap. Now we're going to see that super.
Yeah, Neb just trying to dance around those gears to not take as much chip as he has to. He took one. He was going to take one anyway.
Look
Good
at
counter.
this.
And immediately full meter. It's going to go into another cycloid. So that's pretty rough.
This Wheezy showing us what he has here today. We're playing against Neb here. Neb's Midori very, very strong as well. Geiger though, full health, so this might be a perfect.
Try to parry that jump in attempt. It's got time on his side too. This might be our first timeout match. If Neb's got to get aggressive to win this, and it's
Gonna have to hit him with quite a
that was
heavy-
almost
There's the invulnerable kick. We've seen it before. Baited him to force a fight and then kicked, especially at 1 health left.
yeah. Just the height of that jump A. If that were a little bit deeper, he could have got that 4-hit confirm off of that, and it would have been a closer match.
Neb currently 0-2 right now. Wheezy taking this game. Now we have Wheezy's Grave. We know it's good, but we also know Neb's Valerie is also very good. So this is going to be quite an enticing game.
Yes, let's see if he can do what I cannot and take out Wheezy Grave with Val. It's tough. I know what I need to do. It's just very, very difficult. And that's Fantasy Strike in a nutshell, right? It's not a hard game to play. It's just making good decisions is always rough, and having to outsmart your opponent every step of the way is much easier said than done. So Neb taking round 1. It's good spacing, good pokes, just getting those jump ins. It's an uphill battle. So walking Grave to the corner, and Grave just trying to use that jump A abuse. Very, very good anti-air. Yeah, Disc versus Dragonheart. It's going to be a fair 1-to-1 trade. Maybe he can get a combo. Oh yeah, he juggled after that. Is he reacting to the yellow or the rainbow with the sword? Cross up, abusing with jump A while she doesn't have chromatic orb, because without a real anti-air, that jump A just has extremely high priority, and every time that he lands, he's going to mix up doing a throw or a neutral attack, and you got to be very careful with that. But Neb doing a good job fuzzy guarding that and not getting thrown. Okay, good spacing from Wheezy again. He's just gonna keep on. Oh,
Perfect.
Val expecting the fireball and goes for the jump, gets caught out of the sky with the jump A.
Fight.
It's just such an oppressive move, and her only real answer is ground super. Didn't get quite deep enough in. That does juggle sometimes. Can also go with the slow fireball and do the sword, and that slides out.
Perfect.
Can happen so quick against Grave. Just strikes like lightning, just that jump A, neutral A, fireball, bread and butter combo. Wheezy taking it 3-0 and going straight to grand finals.
Believe it. Can you believe that? Going 3-0 here. We might see another matchup though with Wheezy against Neb again here. Moving on to those finals, Wheezy doing an excellent job, taking the game 3-0. We're going to be seeing my personal favorite, the Rook Hugger here versus Tadazi. And these guys are competing to get to that losers final. And the winner of this is maybe it was Neb. Maybe Neb was having an off game here, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this next match between the Rook Hugger and Tadazi go, because we do know both these guys have their mains. We've had Setsuki, we've seen the Rook. We know what's going on with these guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they both choose to play this next matchup here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the Setsuki play. We're going to see the Rook play. There's too many good matchups at this point. I don't care who wins anymore. It's just going to be good no matter what we see.
Gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly, and like it's really cool to see because at the start of today's tournament we saw a lot of 3-0s, we saw like some 3-1s, but now it's getting close. You know, we're getting to that point where it's like we're going into game 5, we're going into our game 4s, and it's great to see. So now we do have obviously the Rook Hugger, who's likely going to queue up Rook against Tadazi, and let's actually just jump right into that lobby here, you guys. Alrighty then. So what do we have here? So it's looking like these players are picking fairly slowly. You know, they probably have a lot going through their head because it's a very important game. Very important game that they have coming up here. We do have a Rook, we got a Geiger, we got a Rook, Setsuki, Geiger. Geiger's popular today. I think like almost every game we've seen a Geiger.
Yeah, he's a very strong character right now. And yeah, pretty much mirror compositions except for trading out a Setsuki for a Grave.
And that's the comfort pick, you know? Rook's very good on Grave. Tadazi's very good on Setsuki. Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing how this fight plays out here. The Rook versus Geiger. And we've seen this matchup tons of times today. Rook's got to get him close. You know, that's the trick.
Oh, it's like the very end of that gear. That's a good clap. Yeah, so just gotta space it out. Gotta land those earthquakes.
Get right up close and personal against this guy. Get that earthquake. Close up the gap with the landslide. Not being enough though.
Yep. Longer the time goes on, you know, the more cycled revolutions are gonna space. So Rook Hugger on a bit of a timer in that sense, where he will win this if time runs out. You know, he might not want to go in at this point. If Rook Hugger wants to wait 30 seconds, you know, and Tadazi doesn't push the envelope. Yeah.
And Rook Hugger sitting on his super here still as well.
Yeah, he's just waiting.
Up as well. Really playing this very risky.
Oh, the headbutt. Yeah, he pauses. Catches it with the command grab.
So, doing tons of damage. Not a lot of time left here. Geiger's
that's it.
Very aggressive here. And yeah, missing to take 2 heavy damage from that deep kick.
Oh, it's called out.
Wow. Starting the game with 2 damage. Oh my god. This is just so cheese heavy.
Jump. And if he had whiffed that.
Looking for a little bit of chip damage here. Not gonna be it though. There it is. One more hit.
Yeah, Rook's normal attacks chip if you didn't realize.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
The big boy.
Looking at this, looking for a headbutt again. You know, have we seen a headbutt land yet today?
We have not.
We
have not seen it land, no.
So there's that aggressive Rook gameplay. You know, Rook gets in close, forcing Geiger to fight here. Clapping that mid-command grab here. Taking a little bit of damage in the air, but Rook, you know, he's got so much health. Quite a similar. Going for that lance.
Now the onus is on Rook to get in now. Because, like, it's okay for Rook to play slow when the time's running out and he's got a life lead. But now Tadazi's in the driver's seat. He gets to just sit back and throw gears and just relax. But, you know, that's kind of what you want to do against the zoners sometimes, is you want to just run the clock out. And if you can get a life lead, you know, it's on them. They got to rush you down now, and that's not so easy.
Comes a little bit of chip damage. Not too bad here. Trying to get in close. Missing the grab. Missing the ground super here. This isn't like
juggle onto the gear, so dirty.
Oh, you know that we've seen that a few times today too. That floating gear just behind, you know, getting hit into that. We didn't take it's pretty detrimental. You know, it hurts.
Everything in this game hurts. It's the beauty of it. Regular throw, normal attack, special attack, supers. So you may notice that, like, with the exception of Rook, a lot of the time the supers in the game, they don't do a lot of damage. Like, they're not like supers in other fighting games where they just like eat half your health bar or whatever. Rook's does, because, you know, that's awesome. But typically they're kind of like a really good move on a cooldown that the character needs. So in Valerie's case, it's like a reversal that she can use to get out of bad situations because she doesn't have one otherwise. Oh, that's
gonna be it. There's the headbutt. We've waited for it.
The anti-air.
Oh,
barely spaces out.
That's exactly what that was. Missing a couple command grabs. Into that Earthshaker, into the landslide.
Yeah, basically auto-corrected there.
Yeah, that was strange.
I think he will
Was he in the air there?
barely get over it, yeah. Just trying to waste his time. I think that's not going to reach, so he's pretty safe there, yeah. Doesn't get any chip out of that.
Oh, nice grab. You're gonna drop.
And we got 5 seconds to go. He's gonna walk away.
He's gonna stall this one out. Look at, he's trying to get up close.
Doesn't matter.
Not enough time. First timeout of the day going over to Rook Hugger as well.
Yeah, clutch throw there at the end. That was the command grab catching the normal poke. That was really, really great.
Really, really awesome. Really appreciated that last game there. Geiger versus Rook, man. We've seen it time and time again.
This will be great
And
fun.
we know how strong Rook is. We know how strong Geiger is. Really slow-paced games those ones were, though. You know, zoning, trying to get in close, getting zoned, trying to get in close. Back.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit different. So we'll see another juggle. Yeah, so we'll see if Tadazi can just weave through the gears here. He's got the command jump. He's got the Starlight Tumbler. He's got the teleport kick. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Big damage.
Oh, good bait. That was like a setup. It looked like he was trying to do the that dive kick after the super to bait Rook Hugger into reversaling, and he knew that he would not be safe if he had tried.
Fight.
So great resolve. Knowing you can't just spam the kick. Like, yeah, that's why right there. And he resets it with a tumbler, getting that extra damage and saving the meter. So yeah, again, it may look like Geiger's flash gear is a very strong move, and it is, but it's because these players are very, very smart about when to use it. And if they make a mistake, I think this is going to be super. Oh no!
Yeah, it's just gonna eat that. Oh, not being enough. Are we gonna see a kick? Oh, jumped right into it.
Does the shallow version. In case he does do the flash gear, he would have whiffed it by doing the back version, because she has 2 different dive kicks. One thing that Setsuki could also do out of a Starlight Tumbler is she can go into her air super, which will parry the projectile super. Actually, it parries projectiles.
Look at this damage.
Tadasi corner pressure.
And we've seen that before. Yeah, Tadasi gets you in the corner. Setsuki's she's gonna run your health bar from 100 to 0 so fast.
Yep. And even if Geiger went for a reversal there, he did the cross-up version of that air cape, so he would have just sailed right over. Okay, Rook Hugger had more control this time. There you go. Gotta find ways to keep her out.
Damn, here we go.
Teleport kick's just gonna slide right under this, but no, she doesn't have the health really to support that.
Flash right into it. Oh no. Yeah, and there's the invulnerable kick we've seen before. So currently,
Easy juggle.
Very close game here.
Fight.
Okay, unsafe on block, but Rook Hugger didn't react to that in time with the forward A.
That invulnerable kick is so
1, 2, 3, 4.
just sitting
but
on one more hit.
That's what you get when you're wrong.
Beta Yomi.
I guess he's walking forward and trying to bait the flash gear. That's like the whole point there. If he did the shallow version, he would have been fine. Well, he has super here. Super, but it didn't get close enough. The idea was right. The idea was right. If he had gotten the air parry on the Cyclone Revolution, he would have teleported down and he would have gotten the kick against Geiger and taken the round, but a little bit too early and ended up losing the game instead. Tragic.
Very close. So now we have Grave versus Rook here. The Rook Hugger playing against his own main. Will he be able to do this properly here? Who knows, but also very strong on Grave. Grave also a very strong zoner. You know, you get that win, gonna use it right away. Probably gonna see some spam fireballs here.
Yeah, this is a good matchup for Grave. He's got some great anti-air tools that keep Rook away. He's got the good uppercut. The fact that his ground Dragonheart has that, you know, animation and armor busting canceling effect. So if yeah, like right here, he'll go right through the armor and he'll deal 2. And it says 3-hit combo because he armored through the fireball and then got hit by the Dragonheart. So
yeah, very
rough
strong
times.
there. Tough forward. Dodge scare.
Oh no, that was a cross up. Oh, it's so dirty.
Getting those huge 3-hit combos so early, using that invulnerable might be taking too much damage here.
Yeah, see the thing about the sword against Rook is that Rook has to preemptively counter it. He can't punish it when he blocks it. He has to armor through the sword and get the punish that way, but he didn't react quick enough. So it looks like Rook Hugger
Taking a little bit of chip damage, knocking down, going into landslide, not being hit, missing the command grab. Oh, it's gonna punch him.
Yep.
For that deep 2 damage here. Let's see if we can close this. Unfortunately, you know, the amount that Rook Hugger is moving around his grave, not really giving Dazi a lot of time to grab him here.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the first one.
What's the setup? Here we go. Jump in, splash, whip it. Oh, he had it!
Honorable, very close.
All he had to do was just do the super, block it, and do the super. He went for the meaty sweep instead.
Summon.
Using that wind now, getting in close here.
Oh, he's just jumping. He doesn't want to get. He knows that he dies to checkmate buster, so he's got to stay airborne. One more damage.
Big cheese. This is to move on to the losers bracket final.
There we go.
Rookhugger taking it 3-0 against Tadazi. Really well played, man. That Grave was a good matchup against the Rook. You know, using that wind to keep him off the U as well is pretty beneficial. I would say for sure, especially because Rook wants to be nice and close up, and then you know with the armor buster from Graves is super to plow through the landslide.
Absolutely.
Very strong. Very strong.
Right on. All right. Looks like we're going to be getting into the losers finals very soon. Neb versus Rookhugger. Let's see if Neb can take this one and get the salty run back against Wheezy in the grand finals. But if not, I'm okay with seeing a Rookhugger versus Wheezy run back because they played in round 3 as well. So in either case, whoever wins this is a double jeopardy situation. You know, if you want to win a Fantasy Strike tournament in 2018, you got to beat Wheezy. So it's just how it goes.
Good news is, though, for everybody at home, you guys, just a quick reminder of the prizes. The loser of this game will be our third place, finalist, and they will be going home with sticks, Shards of Darkness. We'll be going over the first place and second place prizes right before the grand finals, as well as doing our last major giveaway. Call your friends. Call your mom, your dad, your cousins, get them in the stream chat because we are going to be giving away Conan Exiles before the grand final match, you guys.
Before that, let's get into our losers finals match. Rookhugger versus Neb.
Fight.
Here we go. So we got the Rookhugger on Geiger and Neb on DeGray.
Assist.
All right, we got the playing on home court 2, Morningstar Sanctuary for both of these guys. That's where they hang, you know, freedom fighters and purveyors of justice. Yeah, got the Fantasy Strike logo in the center of the plaza there, and if you can see it,
Right on the floor.
yeah, it's awesome.
It's great. Amazing, actually. Here we go. And Geiger taking the lead right now.
Oh wow!
He is invulnerable kick there. Very powerful. And now following up his aerial super.
He's gonna try and chip him to death. Yeah.
For sure. Tons of damage. The Rookhugger taking down Neb in the first round of their matchup here.
Yeah, the Grey had to go for the throw there just because he's got to spend as much time not being vulnerable to the Cycloid as possible. Oh, gets the ghost to the Tyrant Crusher. Baits the Flash Gear and gets the neutral A. So again,
Great, turning it so quickly with the perfect.
yeah. So again, Flash Gear is a very good move, but throw it around willy-nilly. That's how you drop games as Geiger. Oh, he was 2+ to throw him there. Just waiting for it. Gets the ghost. He trades that. That's fine.
Very strong.
The ghost is gonna come out right now. He's gonna eat the projectile.
Looking for some chip.
He will get maybe one. No.
Unfortunately,
Neb's just gonna wait it out.
Yeah, definitely holding on to that health. Going for the assist against blocking invulnerable.
Oh, gutsy.
Geiger doing a decent job here, holding on, blocking that chip damage though. Might not be
Waiting
enough.
just waiting for Neb to. Yeah, there it is. Just waiting on the Flash Gear. Just waiting for Neb to try and close the gap with the final Arbiter. You can do that really quick one where you jump and super immediately and you go all the way across the screen. And he's just gonna whiff right through. Yeah, Rookhugger's Geiger has time to just press B while he's in the air and not get hit by that. So many trades with that. He's just throwing ghosts on purpose. Counter hit, gets the juggle in the corner.
Neb really just, first round was a little bit cold. Definitely warmed up here.
Let's see, will the final Arbiter penetrate the gear? Yes, counter hit.
Will.
I knew what he was gonna do, I just didn't know if it was gonna work. And that would have been 3 damage anyway. That move has a special property where it does 3 if it counter hits, so.
Game 2.
Very strong. So now we're going to be going into game number 2 with these very good players. We got the Rookhugger versus Neb. We got the grapplers against each other. We have the main. I believe, would you say Neb is Midori's main?
Fight.
I don't know. It might be. There was some really strong DeGray play there too. It's just.
That's true. That's true. But now we got the rook. We got the rook going in.
Yeah, it's in his name. We know rook. Oh no, you don't want to give him meter.
Oh no.
That's a 2 damage Yomi counter and full dragon meter. He's gonna wait to activate that as soon as he can get the most maximum punish that possible out of it. Good use of staying in the air with the drop kick.
He might not even need it this round.
Doesn't need it this round.
Being able to hold on, that Nev on Midori, very, very strong.
Conservation of resources there. Yeah, so the trick is you can stop the command grab from Rook being a great anti-air by using dropkick at interesting times, and then you land basically safe. There he goes. Counters it with the earthquake though. He's tired of that, and the command grab is gonna jump out of it.
Missed. Look at just about the 4-hit combo, getting that chip damage. Really some strong pushes. Now getting that chip damage officially. Looking for a headbutt.
Yeah, no, he's just going for it, just hoping that Neb pushes a button, but he's just gonna wait. You can just keep pressing Rook with the headbutt as long as possible, really.
Round 3.
And
really his best now. Still Dragon about to lose it, but in the air now, really tough to catch in a volley.
That boot's pretty free. He's just gonna use it to get some consolation prize out of Midori's Dragon Form ending. Good spacing on that air vines. Couldn't really punish that, even though it's minus on block.
Vines.
Oh, beautiful! Doesn't even trade.
Tons of damage here. Might be able to
And the mix-up?
take this fight here.
If he had gone for the normal throw, he would have grabbed him.
Just got Dragon Form armored. Oh, very strong grab here. Might switch into Dragon. Who knows? Very, very close game. 3-2 right now. A little bit of dancing. There's the armor.
Nicely done. Nicely done from Nebs Midori there.
Command.
He had Dragon as the backup.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a normal throw. That can be normal. That can be Yomi countered. So
yeah, but I was talking about the Rook here. He went for the command grab, but the armor, yeah, essentially absorbed it. His kick, Midori's kick,
and he was just airborne and didn't land. Yeah. That's how you beat it.
It's very strong. It's very strong. So now we got the Neb Valerie, and we've seen this, and we know it's very strong. But we also know Rook is very strong on Grave too. So, oh my goodness, hold on a second.
Yep, using the retreat option on the Sign Magenta to try to bait swords and bait reversals, but every step backwards that Valerie takes makes this match harder for her. So it's tough. She's really got to thread the needle here. Yeah.
Very close game here. It's like an. Might just tickle her. Oh.
Now using that to just.
Wow, just out of range here.
Yeah, using that to stop her forward momentum so she doesn't fall into the Dragon Heart, and then getting a little bit of a juggle. Oh, get some blocking.
Smart play.
Round 3.
Very, very smart. We know Nev on this Valerie is an intellectual here. Look at some of those plays that he's making. Very, very smart. Very educated. Oh, Rook Hugger trying to get at least one more win in here. But we're going to see if Valerie can hit him with a solid
yeah, there's a retreat just to bait the reversal there. Tournament point for her, match point for Neb.
Yeah,
and Rook Hugger is
a little bit of cheese at the end there. Just retreating and then going in for that basic
pressure. So,
yeah, very, very strong. Gonna go to Neb, taking that 3-0 against the Rook Hugger. Hey man, you know what? You can't win them all. You win some, you lose lots. And you made it this far. I'm so proud of you, man. You made
a fan of Attila's a fan. So
yeah, you made it. Hey, you know what? You got 3rd place in today's tournament. Very well done. You got a brand new fan. Very well done. Now we're gonna be seeing Neb and Wheezy going into the grand final match of today. But before we get that game started for you guys, we're gonna be doing the final giveaway for everybody in Twitch chat. Like I said, go get, call your mom, call your dad, who knows, maybe your brothers, your sisters, get them in Twitch chat. And the more chances you have to win, the better. We are going to be asking you guys the final question right now. And this is for Conan Exiles. We have a really good question. Very, very simple. We're going to see the trailer right beside me in just a second here. Or if it's already up, it might be. Who knows? Anyways, the last question for you guys today, the final giveaway, one more reminder, is for Conan Exile, is when did Street Fighter 2 come out? Very easy question. A lot of fighting fans should know this. Very, very simple. When did Street Fighter 2 come out. Very, very easy. Again, for Conan Exiles, really cool game. Little bit savage. I don't know if you're big into the savagery of, I guess, like essentially barbarians. But great game again. Amazing game. Happy to be doing this giveaway for you guys. Just a huge thank you to everybody who showed up today in the Twitch chat, everybody participating in today's tournament, everybody from the Fantasy Strike, you know, our wonderful devs here. We got Leo here, amazing guy here. Great dude. Very, very smart. Knows exactly what he's talking about every single time. Great man. Again, guys, last time, when did Street Fighter 2 come out? And everybody in Twitch chat, first person to reveal their answer in Twitch chat is going to be receiving Conan Exiles from our wonderful support staff in Twitch chat right now. We have a few of them in there as we speak. Street Fighter 2, when did that game release? When did it come out? What was the official date? Guys, not too challenging of a question. Just waiting for the answers. Look at this. Look at this. Arne, again. Very, very close guesses from Big Otino. Very, very close. 91 was a very close guess, but the correct answer is 92. Mega Meta Man, you were very close, man, but guessing every doesn't count. Congratulations, Arne. I believe you won 2 giveaways today. Awesome, man. Conan Exiles is a great game. I really do hope you have some fun with it. And as that is now officially over, we are going to be jumping into this next game with our finalists, Seaweezy versus Neb. And this is officially a grudge match. You know, Neb got knocked into the losers bracket, came back up to the grand finals. Now we're going to be seeing Seaweezy versus Neb again. So I'm looking forward to this game. Is it going to go to a game 5? Is it going to go again into a 3-0 sweep? Who's to say? Who's to say? Looking forward to this. You know, we saw Seaweezy. Seaweezy is very strong on Grave. We know Neb is very strong on Val. We also know that
6
Neb
unique characters, right? Because it's going to be that same matchup of well, if he stays with the same team comp, of
really
Midori, Rook, and it was Midori, DeGray, and Valerie for Neb. So I don't know. Maybe he's not feeling confident on one of those 3. Maybe he wants to try something new. To steal a game, because that's what team battle is. It's not about trying to necessarily counterpick your opponent's characters. It's about playing the 3 that you think will get you the match. You know, at the end of the day. So
exactly.
We shall see.
So this is going to be an insane game. We have Wee Cheesy versus Neb. We've seen some cheesy plays from you, Weezy. Let's just call you Wheezy Cheesy. Hey, maybe that's what the C stands for in his name. Maybe he's Cheesy Wheezy.
Right.
Cheesy Wheezy is actually...
I know what it stands for. It's not cheese. That's okay.
Oh, well, it's kind of cute. Cheesy Wheezy. You know, it's like a child's like, what's on my sandwich? Oh, you know,
it's like a kid's board game, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like Mousetrap trying to get that Cheesy Wheezy at the end of the board game. Great game, by the way. Mousetrap, excellent game. And we do have Neb. We saw Neb on Midori. We've seen Neb on Val. And who? DeGray as well. And we saw in the last match against the Rook Hugger, that DeGray was ferocious. You know, a huge onslaught, doing tons of counters, lots of damage. You know, those 3-hit counters, or the 3-hit counters are going to do just devastating, you know, to somebody who is running a 6 health bar or even a 5. You know, if you hit a 3-hit counter or a 3-hit grab as well, like anything that like it's just like, more than half of somebody's health is terrifying.
Like it looks bad. Like it looks like, oh, Rook's got all this health and it's super hard for for the rushdown characters to beat him because they only have 5, but it's closer than it looks. Like Rook has to land 2 things, but really they got to land about 2 things with those big 4 damage combos, and he's like the easiest guy to land them on too, just because of his size. So
and this is looking awesome, guys. So let's get ready for this grand final match. We are going to be transitioning to that game right now, you guys. Get excited, stay in your seats, and keep watching. This is going to be a great game. Awesome.
All
So
right.
we do have it. You know, Leo and I have been waiting for this game. It's the grand final match. The winner of this is going home with some amazing prizes. We have DeGray, we've got Midori, we got Val. I still believe we are waiting on Wheezy to pick his characters here.
Yeah, we're starting to get a feel for. We see the roster, we know which player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Oh wow, yeah, there it is. We got Jaina, we got excuse me, Grave,
I'm confident in the
and
judgment.
Geiger.
Let's get this over with.
So we got DeGrave versus Jaina. It's gonna be a good match. We've seen it before as well. I'm really excited to present this to you guys. Neb on DeGrave versus C-Weezy on Jaina in the grand final match here.
Yep.
Assist.
Oh, of course, for those who aren't really familiar with double elimination tournaments, what it means here is that Neb's got to win 2 sets against C-Weezy here. So he's got to put Weezy in the loser's bracket, and then he's got to beat him, because you can only lose in a double elimination tournament by losing twice. So, looking okay on Neb's side of things right here. Yeah, gets the frame trap. And taking that game 1. I'm excited. I think that Neb's gonna have a lot to think about after that first set against Wheezy, and we'll see if he makes the adaptations. Because again, that's all fighting games really are about. Is about you make some calls. You know, you gotta flip some coins sometimes in certain situations, and you gotta see if you come out on top. And if you don't, you have to reassess what happened, and then do you do the same thing next time? Do you do the other option? It's the interesting dance of risk and reward that is fighting games in a nutshell. Oh, tries to get the Tyrant Crusher to push him out. I think he would have been too slow if he had tried to get the Justice kicks, but the grab there after that forward A, solid.
3. Fight.
Assist. Gotcha.
He's just getting in. He's just letting him in. It's just risky to go for those uppercuts against DeGray in particular,
Assist.
Looking like there's very skilled players going at each other. You can see the combos and just the turnaround so quickly.
Yeah, DeGray, man, taking it 3-0 over the Jaina. I did not expect that, to be honest. I thought that would be a little bit more either even, or that would have gone the way of C-Weezy's Jaina there. So already kind of seeing a shakeup in my own predictions.
Super heavy here. So we got Midori versus Geiger in match number 2 here. C-Weezy on Geiger and Neb on Midori. We've seen Neb play Midori a bunch, but he's also lost a few times on him as well. There's that neutral jump as well.
Yep. Oh, drop gear in.
Looking for the parry. Now an invulnerable kick, dropping Midori down to 5 health with some chip damage. Geiger, throwing this flash gear and another invulnerable kick. That's what he's waiting for. He's waiting for Midori to get up there, using those kicks, pushing this aerial super now. Oh, just catching him.
Keeping him in the corner with the cycloid.
Damage. Geiger sitting on lots of health still, but now Midori finally getting that opportunity to get in nice and close here. There's that flash gear once again. Invulnerable kick up, dropping Midori to 2 health. Turning into the dragon form, is he going to be able to push the Geiger? Missing the sweep, not quite close enough into the invulnerable kick, and Geiger is going to take the first match here, or the first round of game number 2 between
Round
these guys.
2. Fight.
Yep. All right, looks like we're back in. Thank you very much. Give a shout out to our staff for doing a great job. Just maintaining the stream here. It's been fantastic. So we got Wheezy wasting Neb's time here. That's what you got to do,
Just slowly chunking him down, because he knows, like, Midori, if he gets quite close, he's going to be in a little bit of a disadvantage. Stalling the parry, too. Missing the invulnerable kick, going in for a grab now. Doing that classic 2 damage you see Midori do time and time again.
That big hua throw.
Oh, catching him in the air with his butt.
Just waiting. Yep, just waiting it out. Seeing if he's going to go for the reversal.
And we're going to try to get that classic chip damage we've seen before.
1, 2, and I think the gear will whiff. Yeah, a little bit too far there.
Unfortunately, not enough.
Oh, a little bit too far.
On 1 health left, looking pretty scarce for Geiger now. Trying to get very.
Yep, there it is. I was waiting for it.
Looking to finish him off with the sweep.
Yeah, just waiting for that moment. I mean, all he has to do is wait for the right opportunity, enter Dragon Form, take the 1 damage. Trading be damned. Oh, the air to air.
Wow, into the 3. Oh, missing the grab due to the invulnerable. Now coming in with Geiger's aerial super here.
Yeah, Wheezy nearly betting the round on that flash gear, because if he had just blocked it, he would have taken 2 more and got put into a reset. Would have been like 6 HP Midori in dragon form versus. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, super duper dead. See Wheezy going down now. Neb turning this game around 2-1 right now in this current fight here.
Just wiggle around that gear. Over it.
There's that 2-hit combo.
Well, this is just pure reads. You know, it's like he's not always doing the flash gear and he's not always doing the butt slam. It's just at the exact moment.
Trying to pinch him into this corner here. Catching a minute air here.
1, 2, 3.
Landing on a flash gear. Ooh, big combo. Now we're gonna see that dragon form. Obvious classic sweep here. There's that flash gear. Going for the step kick. Up kick.
Didn't get the juggle.
Not really going to be doing too much damage with this flash.
Nev's got to be careful. If he goes out of dragon form at the wrong time. Okay, good.
Waiting for his super now. Trying to get up against the wall. Unfortunately, not being able to get close enough. Midori.
One too many step kicks.
You lose.
Whew, this is a very close game. It does look like Neb is going to be
Game
taking
3.
this 2-0 against Seaweeds. Now we have that Valerie versus Grave. We've
haven't
seen this one before
practiced
too,
enough.
these guys.
He's on his way to a
Valerie,
reset.
Excellent. Grave, excellent players.
Round 1.
Here we go.
Fight.
Now this is going to be a very exciting game.
Wind summon.
So he's got to take out all 3 characters actually with the Val here. So yeah, get that Sai Magenta just pressuring Wheezy's Grave down. Dodges that neutral A and then gets her own forward A poke. The best poke in the entire game.
Fight.
Super far, low profiles, a lot of normals. Gonna go disc versus that. I know this don't work, but oh. 3 damage juggle off that. It's gonna zip through. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much equalized it with 1 jump in combo from Wheezy. It's a trade. I don't think you wanted that trade. I think you would have preferred that to land clean. Grave with the jump in. Whirlwind cross up attempt, but
Crazy.
ran out of health. Both characters sitting on full super meter here, using that slow fireball to try and bait out the jumps. That slow fireball is like an anti-air in and of itself, and the orb, it hits late. Chromatic orb hits after all of its hits conclude, so even though it ate the fireball, that was not a 1-to-1 trade. And he gets hit with the tail end of that cloud and then just punished off the jump C with the Dragon Heart on the floor. Okay, good Rekkas. Just very, very hard. You want to. The reason why he's like walking into those fireballs and getting hit by them is because you're really trying to walk forward as far as you can and then block the fireball at the last second, and that's not easy to do. And if you hesitate at all, then Graves is going to back out, and it's hard to keep pressure on him. Gets that, waits for that forward poke, and then Grave just jumps in with a whirlwind, closing that one out. So pretty solid play from both players, but that's just a hard matchup for Val.
Game 4.
Now we got that Grave. Now Val has an opportunity though against the Geiger, against the Jaina here.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, we see playing from behind.
Round though. 2-1 currently for Neb here. It's going to be a tough matchup. Jaina versus
Round
Val
1.
here.
Fight.
Will Wheezy be able to do this? He's got to play quite the distance behind here. You know, being already down 2 wins, it's going to be quite risky. Going
He's
for
got
it.
that winner's bracket safety net though, you know. So
Yeah, he's in a comfortable position. You know, lots of poke coming in from Jaina as well here. Look at that chip damage coming in very, very slowly.
yep, here, start walking him down, trying to bait the chromatic orb.
Yep.
There it is, but he's just gonna spam out that super.
Very, very good. Lots of damage there. Just enough to finish off the Val here as well. Going 1 win for Jaina here against the Val.
Yeah, see, Neb's he had to have chromatic orb like right as Jaina's feet left the ground, and you just can't react to that. This is so difficult. Now he's gonna walk him down. He knows though. He knows what to do. He just walk backwards and try to.
There it is.
Hit the
Nice
throw.
Yumi counter right up against the wall here.
Oh, puts himself in the corner. A little bit less desirable.
He's gonna get that chunk damage.
Oof.
Missing the Dragon Heart. You know, with that little bit of a health advantage though.
Oh, he actually got the cross up.
Big
Yeah.
damage there.
Wheezy could have just mashed the super there because the cross up has a little bit of recovery on landing, and you don't gotta guess which side they're on if you use Jaina's ground super. It hits both sides. Using the retreat.
Definitely trying to get some of that chip damage here.
Yeah, using their retreat because he knows he has that super on deck. Oh, he goes for it. Good block from Wheezy, but no punish. Again, same situation.
Again, you know, that invulnerability from this straightener is crazy. Does two damage as well. You know, that close range damage like that is
Setting up. Oh, all that whiffs.
corner. Still putting her down though. Jaina taking a 2-1 right now against this Val. Is Wheezy going to be taking this to game 5? Not quite getting the full charge on that yet. A little bit of cheese coming in from Neb there with those. Oh, those getting grabbed now.
Okay, goes for the ambiguous zip. Gets the, I don't know if that's safe. Oh, he just...
Oh, just nicks her.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, Wheezy knows. His reversals are so on point. Like, he just knows that a button is coming. He knows when you can't resist, you know, sticking something out. And he just says, you know what, I'm just going to throw the biggest, baddest thing I got at you. At that moment in time.
Is it going to be enough? Looking to try and maybe get those chips in. That cheesy play, though.
Got
Sitting up
another
both their supers again. This is going to be very, very close. Ah, going for that Dragon Heart to do the last little bit of damage required. You know, that invulnerability on that. We've seen it before. It's a very, very strong move if you use it at the proper time, which we just saw now. Taking this to game 5. You know, and Neb's Val is not weak either. So is Geiger going to be stronger than Neb's Val? Tough matchup.
Yeah, this is tournament game for C Wheezy here. His winner's side, so Neb's life on the line here. He had that 2-0 win, but his Val's gotta close it out for him. Just to have a chance, you know, at winning this tournament. Gets the zip, gets the 3, gets the retreat. You gotta be very careful around Geiger because Flash Gear is so devastating, as you've seen all tournament long. Good job. Yeah, you have to use your forward attack to poke out the startup of the slow time spiral. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. It's gonna be 3 1/3 chip, so to speak. 2 HP left for both. Wheezy's gotta be careful. Oh, forward A anti-air, beating the jump A from Val. That was a risky rainbow, and gets the chip out of it because she's plus after that if she can land it. It's just so susceptible to flash gear. Very difficult. And forward A. Didn't really have a way out of that except for air disc, but even that probably would have got hit by a second forward A.
Drop gear. Drop gear. Drop gear. Flash gear.
Yeah, just baiting reversals, trying to get the cyan, magenta, yellow in there. The yellow is so risky though.
Clockwork.
All right, clockwork. Cycloid revolution here. What's the move? Just jump over the first gear. Just try and block it out. Wheezy's saying, I'm just going to slow this game down a little bit. It's getting a little bit too dicey. You only got 2 health left. Yeah, Rainbow's over the flash gear. Catches that in the startup. Tries again, but it was a little bit too late on the beginning of that. Auto-correct flash gear there. Last point of HP is... Nev's got to hit the startup of the gear. What'll it be? Some crazy Rekka play here. Tries to reach for it, and because he went for that, moved underneath the Cycloid.
Round 3.
So tough. So 2-1 or 2-0 right now. See Wheezy up.
See Wheezy looking really good right now, trying to take this tournament home. Val already losing so much health. Neb's really on the back line here now as well. You know, those flash hits.
That kick. Landed on the gear. Landed on the gear and then the flash gear.
See Wheezy taking today's tournament home, changing the game completely, taking that from 2-0 to 3-2. Complete reversal on that. I am in shock right now. That was what an amazing play. You know, obviously 2 top tier players going at each other like that, you know, back and forth, you know, and then having that turnaround on Neb from taking it 2-0. All he had to do was win one more game and he would have taken that into the the reset, and then they would have played another set and he could have taken it home, but unfortunately for for Neb, unable to do so and absolutely getting turned on from Wheezy. That was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I expected to see. You know, the grand finals between these 2 players. Yeah, winners of both previous E4i tournaments, and we'll probably see them again at our next event. You know, got to keep plugging that thing. October. I'll drop a link for you guys in the chat. But yeah,
exactly, and we'll be doing scrims as well. I believe I can't say for certain if it's going to be on a weekly basis, but I believe something along those lines. For you guys to join in, get to know the community, get to know the players, have Wheezy, have Neb kind of whoop you guys into shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely got to learn from those guys. But that is it for the tournament. Quick reminder for what the winners are going home with. First place, see Wheezy going home with Conan Exiles, Dead Rising 4, The Surge, Kerbal Space Program, and We Are the Dwarves. And Neb going home as a second place finalist, going with Sudden Strike 4, Day of Infamy Deluxe Edition, Styx, Shards of Darkness. Leo, do you have anything to say to everybody before we head off for the day?
No, I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for coming out and supporting our game. Fantasy Strike's great. We've been trying to get this game off the ground for several years now. We're looking at possibly launching it on all consoles and, all consoles and PC, Mac, Linux. Well, I said all consoles, but what I mean is PS4 and Switch. We don't know about other stuff yet, but those are the two confirmed ones we're working at. We want to try to go, by about January of next year, early 2019. So that's launch. We're going to be trying to run tournaments like these for you guys online. In person, we'll be at SoCal Regionals next week. Possibility of other shows coming up all across the country. So we're just, thank you guys for supporting us. I believe in Fantasy Strike. I hope that you guys do as well. And you can tell a friend and, just help us grow our community online. Just go into our Discord, discord.gg/Fantasy Strike. Follow us on Twitter for at Fantasy Strike for any updates to new stuff where we patch the game every single month in early access. We are always adding new things. We have a new surprise for you guys coming next patch, but I won't tell you what it is just yet. You got to follow along. And of course, follow OP Noobs on Twitter and just keep in touch with the E4i community. If you guys aren't already in the Discord, we'll probably post a link to the Discord in the chat pretty soon. Join the community. There's more events to happen for different games. I'm sure you could talk a little bit more about that, Attila. So,
yeah, absolutely. So thanks again, Leo. It was a pleasure having you today, helping with the cast and getting those really in-depth analysis. I just want to say again, thanks to everybody in Twitch chat who hung around, who stuck around till the end of the tournament, who participated in the tournament, who participated in our giveaways, our major giveaways, our in-chat trivia questions. You guys, all amazing. Thank you so much. From everybody here at OPN, you guys are obviously amazing, and we couldn't do it without the support from, our support staff, our wonderful devs like Leo here from the Fantasy Strike team, everybody who helps support us, in the backlines, our organizers, our CEO, everybody. Like, big shout out to Mind Games and
Cinesign and Tomater and Fred and everybody involved. Yeah,
all those guys. Big shout out to everybody. And again, thank you guys so much for participating in another E4i tournament. We try to bring you an E4i tournament every single week with Ancestors Legacy and Mushroom Wars and Fantasy Strike. So you guys, thank you so much for all your guys' continuous support. We'll see you guys in the Discord. We'll see you online in our next tournament. And from everybody here at OPN, I hope you guys all have a really great day and a rest of your weekend. So have a good night and take it easy, you guys.